One, you're live.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Huntsman's Hydro Subathon. We are doing a Vaesen One-Shot called Twice Dead. So, first, why don't we have all the lovely players introduce ourselves? We'll go in screen order. So, first is Stephanie.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Allen, she, her of Charm Person Games, and I'm playing Margaret Lukunen, she, her, our army medic.
Okay. I'm next. I'm Mischievous Red. I'm your lovely game master today. Next, we have Minar.
Hello, my name is Mina. I'm at Mina_Lanahan on Twitter. I am playing. You can find me on Inside the Table, I guess, which is the podcast I do with Cole, and talk about tabletop RPGs. And I will be playing Father Anders Niederlander, which is very hard to say. I'm now realizing.
I mean, they're all like Scandinavian names, so
yes,
we're not Scandinavian, so what happens?
Yeah.
Rafiki.
Right.
Hi, everybody. I'm Frank, sometimes better known as Rafiki. I pronounce him. And tonight I'll be playing Johan Lundstrom, the officer. I'm an old man.
Haley.
Hi, I'm Haley. I also go by Bunny. I'm a little bit of everywhere. I am playing Ingrid Solensbon, who is our occultist.
Okay. Last but not least, Cole.
Hello, my name is Cole, aka Ice Cold Brew. My pronouns are he, him, they, them, and tonight I am playing your vagabond Sammy Leiden, who is fairly young and also goes by he, they. You can follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and co-host at Ice Cold Brew. And I'm also the other half of Inside the Table, RPG talk show with Marley, with Minar.
Yeah.
All right. And then I realized I forgot my pronouns. My pronouns are she, her. I'll be more background. You won't be addressing me that much, hopefully. Okay. But since this is a subathon, we do have incentives for everybody. So there are individual incentives for the game. If you do $5, the player gets a +1, which means they get to roll an additional dice. $10, you give me a +1 on my next roll. For $25, the Vaesen uses one of its magical abilities against its player. For $50, the player gets an auto success, a player of your choice. For $100, you give a player a condition, which is kind of like one step towards death. And then for $200, the countdown to catastrophe finishes. So the catastrophe happens. There are two different countdowns going on. A primary one and a secondary. I will trigger the secondary first if this gets hit, and if the second one, if it happens again, I'll hit the second one. But yes, but it is the final countdown, Cole. It is. But there are some overall stretch goals and incentives too. We are $10 away. Hold on. $10 away from my Monster of the Week one shot. And then we are $60 away from a Huntsman's Hydra t-shirt from Threadless of your choice, though. All right. Any questions before we get started? Okay.
I didn't know about the. I forgot about the chat condition, so I'm very scared about that. I didn't realize you could just get conditions and catastrophes. I was like, I was like following it. I was like, okay, that's cool. But I don't think I read it clearly enough. So yeah, please don't kill me, anybody. Give me the dice.
I mean, it's like you have to get like 8 conditions. No, it's like you have to get 4 conditions.
4?
To be dead.
Yeah. It's not many
$400, and they all have to be targeting you. I mean, that's kind of.
Someone would have to have a lot of money and a lot of vindication.
I
Seen it happen.
Real quick, people did you
me
piss
all the
off,
conditions,
right?
because I'm the doctor, and if you give me the conditions and I die, then they're all going down after me.
Then we're doomed.
I mean,
Real quick, let me just at Inside the Table.
yeah.
I mean, at Roll Plus Bond.
It'd be very funny if you just if I just died before we started and then I'm just out. I'm like, all right, see you everybody. Like that would
the
be
easiest job.
I would I want to play this character, but that would be extremely funny if it's just like, And sadly, before we start, Father Anders' new letter is just dead. So, yeah, let's see how that goes. Chat, be responsible.
Or cause problems on purpose. We'll see.
Yeah.
So, we can go ahead and get started. You know who to target first. So,
Why?
because you're concerned. It's horror.
I'm
the most
chill.
concerned gets affected. Anyways, you awaken in the town you currently live in, Archivenus. You have been summoned by your patron of sorts, Godfrey Hislop. He is your primary contact with the Harbingers of Existence, an organization that is meant to really study, understand, capture rogue Vaesen. Whatever needs to be done since they're becoming more active. Godfrey summons you and tells you that there have been a series of violent assaults within the city. And he gives you one of the individuals who is from the area of town where there's been the most assaults, whose name is... Did I give my name? Samuel.
Samuel.
Do you
Oh,
choose
give
to
him-
go see?
I got confused. I thought you were asking me to give a name.
No.
Because you're Sammy.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
Samuel. I'll change
Yeah.
the name.
Or
Uh,
keep it to
Well,
make it
goodbye,
confusing.
everyone.
I was about to say Samuel. Meet
Samuel, what's happened?
For the sake of it, though, we'll call him Daniel. How about that?
Okay.
That'll work.
Okay. Do you... Godfrey kind of talks about a few different options. You can go talk directly to Daniel. You can go to a hospital to talk to one of the previous victims. What do you choose?
I will step forward. I am a priest, and so I will basically sort of step forward and very like conciliatory and very comfortingly I will approach Daniel and say, so I hear you have some kind of trouble with the Vaesen. Would you mind enlightening us? We'd like to help out in any way we can.
Well, I don't know that it's a Vaesen. I just know something's odd. These
Right.
attacks are really quite vicious.
Oh.
Oh.
In what way?
I mean, they just started and there's been 4 different people attacked. 3 of them have died. The last one was lucky enough to be found in time.
Right, and any particular reason you think they're all connected? And I like look over at Johan if Johan's there, and I'm like, please get closer because you seem like a good person who is fighting, and I am a priest. So
I'm gonna step right behind Anders. Just
I
Like my-
step behind you, and I'm just please.
Shoot.
2 old men. Yeah, we're gonna be like super intimidating. Let's go.
Yes, quite. But yes, is there any like running theme between the particular crimes?
Very violent. Torn to shreds. Body
Mm.
parts eaten.
Eaten?
It seems, well, they weren't there. I don't know where else they would have gone.
Okay. Eaten.
Any body parts in particular?
Generally the heart, I'd say.
Oh, great. Love to hear it. Heart
Classic.
eaten. Okay. Any witnesses?
Survivor, someone heard a struggle, really. By the time they got there, they found him just lying there.
Without a heart.
No, he's still alive. Like he.
Oh,
like,
wonderful.
He's just a bit worse for wear right now.
Understandable.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Ivor. How are you involved in the crime?
I mean, only more so than Godfrey because it's the part of town that I'm in. It's happened right
Right.
down the street from the smithy, and I worked with the Harbingers before.
Wonderful.
I will say that we have had a few donations.
Ooh.
I have received a +1 for my next roll.
Fuck. Am I alive still?
I haven't had to roll yet. If you don't make me
Yeah.
roll, then we should be good.
But no one has given me a condition yet. It hasn't happened, has it?
Nope, that
Okay,
has
cool.
not happened. But I will say, Father Anders,
Yes.
why don't you make me a fear test real quick?
Oh, well. I've got a little thing up my sleeve, and it's called the Holy Bible. I can use inspiration to bypass. Oh, magic. Never mind. I can't use that. Never mind. I'm good at something. What was the thing with fear? I still got the Holy Bible. You can't
So
get
it
that
is
up there.
magic, actually.
Okay.
So do you get to bypass it entirely?
I don't know. Hold on. Use inspiration to bypass magic. So when I try to overcome things, I can add inspiration to it, which I'm particularly good at. I have a +2 to that, plus whatever my empathy is, which is 5. So I can probably back off a little bit and read like a verse from my Bible. And I will do that, I guess. And do I just click it? Do I just go for it?
Yep, just click it.
All right. Modifiers? Do I get any modifiers? Wait, one from Bible, I think.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Submit. 2!
Ooh.
I'm so scared, or not scared.
You're
Who
not
knows?
scared.
Cool.
So you feel a sense that something is angry with the amount of questions you're asking.
All right. Please, Johan, please take over.
Someone else ask questions.
Yes.
Are you all right, Father? Is everything all right? You seem.
Oh, well, wonderful. I've just found this wonderful passage in the Bible. I'm just going to quickly read this quietly, please.
It's a bit of odd time to read the Bible, but okay.
It's always a good time. It's a good book.
So, eating heart, and there's one victim that is still alive, correct?
Why don't you make me let me think of the best skill for this.
Is this skill murder?
Skill's not murder.
I don't
What?
see that one on my character sheet.
Yeah. Sorry.
Custom move.
Please do
That
not
should
murder
make me
the
a
survivor.
Manipulation check.
Sorry, there was a lot of noise. Can you repeat?
Manipulation.
Oh yeah, it's gonna go well. I have 0 on that.
Hey!
It's one success.
Okay. So, can you re-ask your question? I'm trying to give you the most information I can from it.
Yeah, I was only asking like there's only one survivor.
Yeah.
Of
There's only
these?
one survivor. He has told some stories about things that he saw when he was attacked. It reminds me of something that happened a long time ago in the town.
Okay.
What happened a long time ago?
There was this nun, I don't remember her name particularly. but she became pregnant, and shortly after she was attacked. No one really knows what happened to the baby, but afterwards she really went after revenge. And there were supernatural elements to what she was capable after her attack. Not always, but after her attack.
Now, when you say it a long time ago, like how long are we talking about?
20 years or so.
Okay, so in my lifetime. Would I know that particular nun? If she's from the area.
You might not, but Father Anders might.
I'm thinking
actually.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you make me a vigilance roll? This will be a really
What
long
Me?
roll.
was the
Yeah.
nun Father Anders' concubine?
We'll find out. Let's see how this roll goes. I have 0 in vigilance, and my logic isn't great. I have 3, so let's see how we go. I look over my Bible and I think of an old nun.
Oh.
1 success.
So you remember hearing about this. She wasn't in your church in particular, but this is a big enough town that there's like multiple convents.
Mhm.
You remember from the attack, she died.
Eyebrows raised. She died during the attack, or she died following the attack?
During the attack.
Oh.
But notice mentioned that she was alive and seeking vengeance.
Seemed to be alive, apparently.
But what's her connection to this? Why is she attacking people now? I mean, why is she attacking people
after
now?
She sought her revenge.
Mhm.
The villagers got rid of her. Then she was dead. I don't know what you mean about her dying. I didn't hear that, but she was dead after after she attacked people.
Well, yes, history is always 20 years ago. Who knows? Looking back over my Bible.
The other victim of creature. Are they like in the morgue locally, or like what's it like time frame between all the victims? Like, are they like buried or are still on ice?
I think they would still all be on ice, but they'd be at the hospital with the current victim.
All right. Well, I think we should
Father
go
Anders,
pay a visit.
you experience.
Oh, was Stephanie saying something?
Yeah, I think Margaret's gonna ask, did the victims have anything in common? Outside of being attacked? Were they friends? Did they all do something together? Were they coworkers?
They all lived at that
All left-handed,
boarding house, now that you mention it. The one that burned down about a month ago?
And when did you say the attack started happening?
Within a week. Father Anders.
Mm-hmm.
Since you weren't able to remember as much as you thought you would be able to about that role, or about that nun, you actually feel really angry towards yourself. You feel
is this a condition?
Self-loathing. No, it's not a condition.
Okay.
But you do feel that this intense self-loathing is something supernatural based. That it's a curse of sorts, temporarily, just because of how strong it is.
Okay. I'm very sorry, everybody. I'm going to think about this. I'm going to get her name and try and figure out something about it. I can't figure out what.
I will say that we are at our giveaway. You can
Okay.
insert, or you can do #tavern in chat for the possibility to get a t-shirt. Mods are allowed to enter, players are allowed to enter, but just so everyone knows, that is now open. Okay.
Hashtag don't kill me.
Well,
We're-
All the
Tag for you.
hashtags.
well, Father, don't push yourself too hard. It was 20 years ago. I mean, what does anyone remember from 20 years ago?
Well, you're a little young to understand, but people should remember such things, especially something as terrible as that, and terribly tragic. And you should always be vigilant about remembering such things, and you'll understand one day.
Father, I regret to inform you, I've lived at least 2 decades.
Oh, congratulations! Sorry.
So
I'm
you're
done.
exactly 20, right?
Give or take a few years. Why am I Southern? Wait.
It's
Mama turned
me,
into
Sammy,
Benoit Blanc.
from the Netherlands,
From the
This vagabond
mean,
came from a long way
down
away.
south of Sweden.
just the southern part of Sweden.
Yeah.
It's marvel.
Are you asking
I'm doing British.
Nathaniel any more questions? Are you choosing to go somewhere else? Talk amongst yourselves?
We're gonna get more information from him. I don't think there's much more to get here.
Okay, out of character. Is Daniel a suspect? No.
Here-
I mean,
Everyone's
not a suspect.
Exactly.
Everybody is.
I suspect everyone, and I suspect no one.
I mean, he seems to know vanishingly little for being our point of contact. You can't tell us anything about these attacks or the I don't know.
But I guess
Yeah.
from a perspective, his knowledge about it seems to be very much from an outside perspective as opposed to a direct witness to what's been
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah, we should probably speak to a direct witness. Who was the person who survived? Was that Ivor?
Daniel, not Samuel. Daniel.
No,
that's-
Oh,
Daniel
Daniel was the
Smithy.
person of interest. Who's the person that survived?
So
Yeah.
the person is Charles.
Charles.
Any last name, or it's just Charles?
Charles.
Charles,
And
Charles.
Daniel said
survivor.
people
Charles
found
Chelsea.
him.
So last name is Charles Anders. No,
Ander-
you're Anders. I can't have the same last name.
Anderson.
no!
It's all connected.
Anderson. Then the weird question, Haley. Sorry.
Who were the people that Daniel said found Charles?
So it was actually in one of the patrolmen walking around.
Oh, okay. So we could ask him as well.
Patrolman.
Well, I think that whether we do it next or not next, at some point we should go look at the bodies at the hospital and we should talk to the survivor.
I agree.
Yes.
I can look at the bodies if you want.
Oh,
I know
great.
you don't
Fantastic.
seem quite up to the. It's understandable that perhaps you're better with the living, Father.
I can help out. But I'll look at some old books or something. I'll find. Yeah. Yes.
I wonder if Father Anders has ever seen a corpse.
Once. That was enough. Anyway, let's investigate a series of horrible murders.
I think the
What?
next step would be to the hospital.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, sorry, Stephanie. Were you gonna say something?
No.
So as your group walks to the hospital, you could tell that it's been a little bit busier than usual, and it seems worse for wear. And to top it off, as you walk in, you see the jury hospital, and it begins to rain outside. More dreariness. You approach, and a nurse introduces herself. Hi, how can I help you?
Yes, weird to see the victim Charles, no last name.
Charles Anderson.
Anderson.
Are we
okay.
known? Are we known as Vaesen hunters? Like, is that like a thing that we're known for?
Would that
and
help?
Do you think it would?
I mean, do we have a fancy
Flash
laminated
our
card?
badge.
Yeah.
I have a fancy badge. So generally, Vaesen are pretty. They're thought of as legends. They aren't thought of as being real, at least in the cities. If you were outside the city, people might be more willing to accept the existence. But here, it's kind of a shot in the dark, depending on where they're from.
Yeah, Charles is a relative of mine. He's like a second cousin. His aunt's really worried about him, and we were asked to come by and check and see how he's doing, especially with like the really weird string of attacks going on.
Oh, of course, right this way.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
And she'll take you up to Charles, and you see that he's really torn up and very frazzled. He's awake, but almost kind of shaking, and shaking not from being ill necessarily, but from fear. He's still very afraid of what happened to him.
Well.
Hey,
Who wants to
Charles.
talk to this person?
This one's
Thank
alive.
you.
So
Hey, Charles. Good to see you again. I'm Sammy. We wanted to check in with you and ask you about some things that you've seen. We have Father Anders here, who is
Hello.
a very kind, wonderful, healful spirit who wants to kind of help you out and figure out like a little bit of what's going on. We also have some of my friends here who've taken an interest and here to provide, I guess, what we would refer to as a group therapy.
Yes, it's just a typical group therapy with your priest and a bunch of his friends. All perfectly normal and toward. This is Captain Johan, a former soldier. This is a doctor. This is an occultist.
I'm
this little
Dr.
child.
Lukonen. I'm here as a consulting doctor to take a look at your injuries.
Yes, that's a good idea. Please.
I mean, you're more than welcome to look. Father, she was dead.
But pray, child, please tell me who.
He's like, make me a manipulation roll. Actually,
Okay. Did I take the ability that allows me to not manipulate and do the ability I'm good at? Hold on. Let me quickly look at my character sheet. Yes, I have. So I have Confessor, which is you may use observation instead of manipulation when having a confidential conversation. And I probably like kneel down, so we're only in whispering range. I have my Bible at my side, and I'm like, yes, please, if you'd like to tell me anything in particular, please do. And so I sit quietly and listen in depth. Can I use anything? I have a French horn. Does that help?
I mean, if you're gonna, music
I think
the souls, right?
ability is enough.
Okay, let's just do observation, which I'm pretty good at. All right, let's go.
Blackjack won our giveaway. Congrats, Blackjack.
Congrats.
Nice
Congrats.
going. I like your game too. Very good game.
Okay, so.
What did I
he-
get? 3.
You 3. He calms down a little bit. He very much was seeking guidance from a familiar source in the face of this uncertainty. Father, I'm sorry to say it, but we killed her. We attacked her. We were trying to rob her. We did. But she died. But she came back. and did this, and she got John and Zach, and like he like kind of starts working himself up again.
John and Zach, very good.
Oh, very Swedish name.
4 Hail Marys.
Shh.
We are all beloved in the eyes of Christ, my child. But please tell me, who did you kill, or didn't kill? Tell me more about this.
Never. I'm sorry, we never got her name.
Oh,
She lived in the boarding house with us, but
the one that burned down.
that was our fault too.
Right. So arson, murder, robbery.
The murder was an accident.
Oh, good.
It's
Excellent.
manslaughter.
So,
then.
manslaughter, then yes.
Yes.
While they're having this conversation, I think Margaret comes over and is like examining Charles's physical wounds and things like listening to his heartbeat and his lungs and whatever else doctory stuff. And I'd like to see if I can determine something about like what attacked him.
Yeah, sure. So make me let me find the best roll for that. I'm gonna say medicine probably. Medicine or investigation. I'll give you either.
I'm going with medicine because I'm good at that because I'm a doctor.
Doctor things.
Be a great doctor if you had like 0 in medicine.
This is a big roll.
It's all about investigation, really.
Yeah.
People think
All
it's about medicine.
All about
all about
investigation and
stealth.
learning.
I mean, she never said that her PhD's in medicine.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I don't have a PhD. I have an MD. Thank you. But I
do
got
they
no
have that?
successes.
Yeah.
Oh.
PhD is different than an MD, which is
MD
different
is different
than
than a PhD. Yes, they're very different degrees.
So you
So yeah, I got no
Charles
successes
dies.
at all. You know what? I'm gonna push.
you're gonna push it?
Oh,
Push. Why
Yeah.
not?
What condition are you taking?
Um,
And you have to explain how you're using it
yeah.
to push.
I'm kind of frightened. I think this is reminding me of my trauma because my trauma is that a corpse came back to life during an autopsy, and that's how I developed the ability to see the Vaesen. So I'm thinking like dead people are supposed to stay dead.
Yeah, no, that's valid.
And I'm like
That-
thinking this
Yep.
to myself, be like, I have to figure this out. Dead people are supposed to stay dead. Like
That-
redoubling and like focusing in.
It is very fair. And so, remind me, is that an automatic success?
Or do you roll again? Anything
That's
that
what I
wasn't a
thought.
success, so I'm rolling all of my next.
no,
it's not a
automatic
success
success. Automatic
again.
success.
I got Var in the chat. Shoot a kill with me.
Got no successes.
That's rough.
My attacks don't like me. Y'all
Keep
That's-
pushing yourself. You'll make it.
can only push one.
Okay.
Yeah, you're very frazzled at this point. Like the talk of like people coming back or like people have supposedly being dead and not actually being dead.
Yeah, I think my hands are like shaking as I'm
Yeah.
examining.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
no.
what happens is like you actually kind of mess up some like evidence, quote unquote. So like you wouldn't be able to get it later or
Charles is dead.
but,
My
what you
evidence.
what you see is like just the vicious wounds, and like they kind of target key organs, like they're around key organs, but that's all you can really tell.
Cool.
Just
Yeah,
need
like
one of
like
those.
breathing really heavy and my hands start shaking.
Yeah.
Question, GM. I'm assuming that poor Charles is not in like his like regular clothing. I'm assuming he has like some kind of hospital gown on him,
That's a fair assumption.
or is belonging somewhere nearby. Just
Yeah.
guy can
Let's rob
probably
him.
gather some. Just investigate some more. He's distracted right now. He's not gonna notice. I mean, there's somebody like poke him and hurting him right now.
I'm gonna help out with that too because I was actually thinking the same thing.
Okay, so Make me. Whoever has the best roll can do it, and they get +1.
I have +1 to stealth.
Yeah, go for it,
Oh,
bud.
stealth. It's investigation.
It's an
Oh, it's
investigation.
investigation. I got 0.
All right. Same. So, rock paper scissors.
Well, now what? Well, which one of you has the highest logic?
I have 2 in logic.
My logic
I-
is 2.
Okay,
It's very funny because I have 7.
Priest
Go
has
ahead.
7.
I have 7. I have
logic
5.
for the priest.
5 in logic and then 2 in investigation. I'll be really good at this, but I'm not going to rob this person. So please.
We're not robbing you.
You're
We're just
investigating,
merely
you're trying to see.
perusing.
Yeah.
We're
yeah.
gathering
It's not robbery
evidence.
until you take it. So
Yeah.
it's
Not
just,
rob-
yeah.
Pilfering.
It's like in Skyrim. They don't arrest you just for looking in someone's pockets.
Johan, you
Exactly.
can roll. I'll be there to help.
Wait, do you have any items?
I have a bottle of liquor, a stick, and a knife. None of these are helpful right now.
Stand at
Yeah.
one side of the room with your stick, and you're just like, wasn't me, 'twas the stick.
He's like not caring about the clothes at all. This is just
So-
purely to see what you find
All right.
on the clothes.
Are you rolling for it? I don't think that Cole rolled so far, so go for it.
Logic +1, if I remember right. Hey, 3 successes.
What?
There we go.
I think I've had the most successes out of the group.
Wow.
Like percentage wise, that's 100%. You're batting 100.
Wow, that's gonna be your best roll for the night. If you get,
Yeah.
if you get any
Everyone
more
loves
rolls
the
like
vagabond.
that. Anyway, so you, as you're perusing these clothes, you find teeth marks. However, they're not like typical teeth marks that you've seen. There's almost like there are 2 rows of teeth marks. So whenever you see a bite, there's like 2 top and 2 bottom.
2 top, 2 bottom. Okay. Hungry.
It's a Jaws situation.
We got land sharks.
Mm-hmm. Street sharks on
Street
skateboards.
sharks.
Good
Closely
news is
related
they'll
to
be
loan
easy to
sharks.
find
Yeah.
because they're sharks on skateboards.
Mhm.
Bad news is they're street
Yeah.
sharks.
Just like looking at it, and then after Father Anders tries to calm him down, be like, "Hey, Charles, can you tell us a little bit more about that fire a month ago? Like, how'd that start up?"
A couple of the boys were just messing around in the basement. We were burning small things like paper just because we were bored, really. And it got out of hand. And eventually the whole building went up.
And this is during the robbery.
I
After?
think that's just when they were just messing around.
This is before.
The fire happened about a month ago.
The fire was a month ago. The
Right.
robbery was probably like 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Well,
Did
wonderful.
you describe the person that they murdered that is now alive, apparently?
Do
By
they
any
remember the
chance?
name?
I
Yes.
never knew her name.
Name is very important.
I
But
never knew her name.
could you know
Do they know if anyone was
Oh.
in
like a physical
in
description?
the house when it burnt down?
So, as you're having these conversations, we'll get to this. But you see a rush of doctors come past you. And they're clearly trying to save someone else. And as you look, you see that there's a lot of blood. Why don't one of you make me an observation roll?
I'm good at observation.
Yeah,
And then you could have help since you're like all looking.
I have a 1 in observation as well, so I'd probably help out.
Yeah,
I have a
that's
2.
something
You
there.
Yeah,
have
so I would
multiple
help as
help.
well.
I think you can have up to
Yeah.
3 help.
Ooh.
All the help.
Yeah.
I'm looking away,
Be
unfortunately.
like, as my professional
I'm really good
doctor
at it,
opinion,
but I'm not
that's
good
a
at
lot of
this.
blood.
Yeah, like, oh heavens.
Have you considered putting the blood back in the body?
Yeah.
That person is in danger.
All right.
When you run out of humors, you see.
We're past humors at this point.
Do I do anything for modifiers?
It's +3.
Yeah. Or however many people you have helping.
I think you have 3. I think you have
Okay.
Sammy, Johan, and Marky. Okay,
Whoa!
so
1!
Oh no.
you can't exactly tell what happened, but it looks like this person was attacked by what or who, you don't know, but it's clearly they've been attacked by something. This isn't like a factory incident.
Mm-hmm.
And Daniel starts like shaking again.
Oh no.
Now, Daniel, do you repent your sins? Have you learnt your lesson? Is there any kind of
He's
forgiveness
like
that I can offer
nodding
you?
vigorously. He's like, yes, I'm
Oh.
sorry. Like, I wish I hadn't done it.
Well, as a priest, I will say that Jesus has forgiveness in his heart for all people, no matter what their mistakes. So as long as you do 3 Hail Marys, let's make it 30 Hail Marys, and if you do find out her name or anything about her, it's of vital importance to me. Please let us know, and if you want to turn yourself into the police, then I will. Wonderful. But again, it's entirely up to you. Jesus is good with you. So please. I look at everyone else. I don't particularly want to investigate the dead body. Would anyone like to go reading with me? I want if you would like to investigate further, feel free. But the bodies, no.
Uh,
I think it'd
Might be
be good to go investigate those bodies, see if the marks match.
Mhm.
yeah.
Because you found
Right.
teeth marks in the clothing, right?
Yeah. It might be good to also go check out the boarding house and see what's like all around there.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I think they're I'm gonna kind of side eye Ingrid, maybe see if there's some folks still lurking.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sammy, Ingrid, and Father Anders are going to the boarding house.
Mhm.
Yes.
And
If we want to split the party that way, I can go to the bodies or the boarding house. I'm good with
I just want to
either.
make sure I understand. so
Either
you know
way.
who where.
I think Margaret is like looking between Ingrid and Sammy at this point. Like what? Like look on her face like what is happening here?
Yeah.
Adol's just like, Margaret, maybe you should come with us. Just in case.
I'm
Wait.
probably best suited for the
Oh, okay.
bodies, but
I would agree. You
No, that makes sense.
You know them.
I just
those
worry because
things.
she's a little rattled.
you could stay here and not go with Sammy.
That's true. I can stay here.
Okay.
Mhm.
Father
Okay.
Anders?
Wonderful. Let's go, young one.
Yeah.
Johan, are you going with them?
I would be staying here
Okay.
with Margaret.
Okay. So Margaret, Ingrid, and Johan are staying. Sammy, Father Anders are going. We'll
Yes.
start with the
Table crew.
crew that is staying first. How do you get to the bodies?
Gonna walk to the morgue.
You just
Gonna
gonna
like
walk
walk
up?
in like I belong here.
With my occultist friend and the soldier. It's so easy.
I'm also a soldier.
True.
Army doctor.
Make me a. Cause I'm sorry, you don't belong here. Why
They don't need to know that.
I kind of do.
I mean, is there anybody in the morgue right now?
Like 50 people or whatever. There's like so many. Everyone's like, we gotta get this body in here.
There's a
No,
party in
the-
here.
They're trying to save someone.
Yeah,
Oh.
they've gone up
It's
somewhere else.
probably-
It's not like they're
well.
in the ICU.
Yeah.
Distraction.
When you get down, there's probably only one person, and he's essentially working on a body. You don't belong here. What are you doing?
I'm gonna hold out hand and like I'm Dr. Lukonen from the army. I'm here as a consulting doctor.
who brought you in?
I will give a name of just like somebody, like I don't know. Does our patron's name carry any weight here? Do we know that? What's his
Godfrey
face?
Hislop.
Godfrey Hislop. Can't read my own handwriting here.
That's a good question.
I mean, he's a patron. He's got to be a man of like wealth, influence. Either that, or I will just like name the local government. You'd be like, the local government has asked for help in dealing with these
Hold on. It's fine.
attacks.
I don't know who that is, and the government would send some form of paperwork with you.
Like, there's been 4 attacks in the space of a week. I'm sorry, we need to move a little more quickly than paperwork allows. Isn't that right, Captain? Then I'll turn to
That's
you.
right. Captain Jon Lundstrom from His Majesty's Army. Have you not received the proper paperwork already?
Yeah.
Have you communicated with your clerk already? I'm very disappointed with this establishment and the city, and don't want to be more specific with you. I know it's only doing your job, but
I wasn't gonna make you roll, but that's so good. He like backs down very quickly. He's like, I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were an officer, like, and you'd already sent the paperwork. I must be mistaken.
you are indeed mistaken.
How can I help? I'm so sorry.
Well, you see, we've got during our expert field surgeon Margaret.
I'll take all the notes that you have, and then I'll take the room.
Do you want me to walk through what I found, or just give you the notes?
Just give me the notes. If I have questions, we'll find you.
This is very unorthodox. You have to make me a manipulation roll to get him to leave the room.
Yes. Manipulation. I don't have any empathy. It's fine.
What?
It's fine.
You have to have some.
I have empathy. I don't have any manipulation. And this is a mental thing, so I'm going to lose a die on top of that. So I'm only rolling 2 dice, y'all.
Yay.
Or unless I can get one because y'all are definitely helping me, right?
Oh yeah, I'll help.
absolutely.
Wait, what if you use your slide ruler?
I look like the angriest, like old.
That's to make
Swedish man.
calculations with learning.
I don't know if I have manipulation, but I could try to help.
So, can I get help from both?
You can get. How are you helping exactly, Ingrid?
Good question. Because you're trying to take the.
I want him to go away.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Because you're both Army medical personnel, right?
I mean, I'm not medical personnel by
But
any
Army
means.
personnel.
Yeah.
Ingrid will probably mention that oh God. Probably in I don't know, something about like standard procedure of like needing as much space as possible, like in the interest of being able to work quickly, little distraction, not wanting to waste time on conversation or anything like that.
Do you pull out any witchy occult stuff?
Because that won't help.
The only real witchy stuff I have is my crystal ball. I don't know how good that would do. Otherwise, I have a knife.
Yes,
Yeah,
seems
you
to be in
look
order.
intimidating, I was gonna say.
Okay. Okay, I'll give it to you.
Okay. All right.
+2.
Come on, big buddy. Big buddy, no whammies. I got one! I got one! Yes!
Okay. So he'll like reluctantly hand you his notes. You have 10 minutes. And then I'm
Thank
back
you.
in here.
Okay, gotta work
And
fast.
I'm gonna go, oh, once he leaves. And then I will head over to the nearest body and start examining them to see if I can learn anything.
Okay. So you're heading over the body, not looking at the notes?
Yeah, I'm gonna like read the notes as I walk over there, I think, yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe I should hand off. I don't know.
Probably be easier to hand off.
Yeah. Okay. I'll hand off
Sake
the
of
notes.
time. 10 minutes. Split it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'll just like hand them back out immediately, like as if to like both of you. Like,
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. I certainly understand medical jargon.
Okay, can we
Right.
like divide up the notes per
Yeah.
body then?
I don't think you need to.
Okay.
I think it's like if you can help each other with the notes, and then
Oh, that's
Margaret
true.
will go and do
Yeah.
the body. So why don't we do the notes first?
Okay.
All right.
So make me in a logic roll. Or
Okay.
a learning roll, actually, is what I mean.
Oh, okay.
So like I'll tell you what it says, but like I'll give you how much you can put together based on what it says.
Want all of us to roll logic or
Okay. I have +10 logic. Why is it only rolled 2?
Wait, plus
dice?
10?
+2. I wish I had
Oh.
+10.
I was like, how the heck did let me make that character?
big brain?
Yeah.
Did you hit
I
do
don't
you have
I don't-
any for learning?
I don't have anything for learning.
Yeah, so you
I have
two
one in
for
learning.
You have 2 for logic, so that'll give you that's the 2 dice. And 0 for learning. Roll me another d6 since you did get the +1 from Haley helping.
Me rolling in an extra d6?
Yeah.
Oh, nope.
Okay.
Oh, rip.
So here's what you
I usually put people in that state, not the other way around. So
I'm good at most of these things, which is the funny bit.
y'all, I was real worried because y'all got a lot of information really early on.
Yeah.
Slow down, so I'm good.
Nothing to worry about.
So what you find in the notes is that there are a series of bite marks, all with 2 rows of what appear to be 2 rows of teeth, slightly bigger than a human jaw. You also find that historically, this doctor has seen these attacks about 20 years ago. Similar bite marks about 20 years ago. Similar double teeth and going for the organs. That's what you find in the notes. Don't have
Okay.
any. Don't know what any of it means yet, but that's what you
Alright.
find in the notes.
Okay.
Okay, so Margaret, I could have you make a medicine roll, but you probably wouldn't get any additional information from that other than what you've already found. So what I'm going to have you do instead is make a learning roll, potentially, to kind of piece more information together about what it is.
Oh man, I have so much in logic. Oh my god. 2, 3.
I figured it
4.
wouldn't be like that
5.
detrimental for you because I'm pretty sure learning is your second highest.
Logic is my highest attribute.
Yeah, so I figured it'd be okay, but technically that'd be more reflective of what it is.
No?
None.
Oh
It's your
no.
best
Throw
stat. How do
those
you do
dice
this?
away. You're muted. I don't know how you're muted, but you got
I
muted.
think it's noise
No, it's
canceling.
because I'm too high pitched, so I have a really
Yep.
high pitched voice.
Oh, no.
I'm rolling
Just-
7
Only
dice,
dogs can
y'all.
hear.
Just as you really start to dig in and try and like think about where you've seen this before, the doctor comes back in. It's like, okay, 10 minutes is up.
Oh no.
What are you doing?
So
It's not 10 minutes. That
Can
was
I-
at most 4 minutes.
I'm gonna attempt to buy more time.
Take out
Okay,
your
how
gun.
are you doing this?
So earlier, like when it like quick introduction, not really, but I don't believe I've received your like. Could you guide me to like your supervisor's name, so just make sure that the information gets escalated up the chain because you did not get proper information. I just want to make sure that. And do you have anybody working under you that is usually passing along those memos? Just trying to like buy like a minute or two of like making him give me like random name that I'm not gonna care about them.
He like points you in the direction of like where his like superiors are. Like there's like offices down the hallway. It's like they're down that way.
All right. Any like name in particular, or I see like one
I
only
mean,
one.
it says Chief Doctor on the door.
Wunderbar. All right. I think that's we got everything here. My people will be contacting your people if you find more information. Please send it to this address, and I'm gonna give him the address of our patron Godfrey.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Slop.
Man, y'all are being real unfortunate with those rolls for actually finding stuff.
I mean,
I just took out a whole new handful of these things out of my dice box. Those ones need a nap.
Okay. So y'all kind of are forced to leave the morgue.
That
Sorry.
unfortunately makes sense.
But you did get a bit of information.
But
well,
doesn't can Johan like mess with the chief doctor or whatever?
I mean, he can. The chief doctor's not gonna know anything if you
yeah,
like paperwork.
there was zero paperwork that was actually filled here.
Yeah, that was just your escape route. You're just like,
Yeah.
oh, I'll just go out through the chief doctor.
Just
run
to
away.
get us in the door.
Yeah.
You didn't fire me, I fired you.
Exfiltration.
I think as we go out, I think Margaret is like very nervously, like gets right up next to Ingrid and be like, "How could you do that? How could you do that to me? Did he like you? Did he like you?"
I don't know.
My bond with Sammy is I see him in my dreams. So I think and Ingrid is the one I tell all my secrets to. So
Got it.
Ingrid's just kind of here. I'm here to do witchy things and learn about Vaesen. Like, I don't understand.
All right.
But I trust
Go
these
off with
people, so I
him.
hang out with them.
So, going to Father Anders and Sammy, you go to the old boarding house that burned down. Oh, we got gift subs.
Oh, look at all
Oh, St. Talon,
thank you,
you.
these subs.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you.
you. How much does that equate to? 5? Is that 25? 5, 10, 15, 20?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
25
Do I
total.
die?
Okay, 25. Nope. Y'all don't benefit from that. I benefit from
Fuck.
that. who am I talking about again? Father Anders. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. So make me a investigation roll.
All right.
And you can.
I'll
help me
enjoy
with it.
this nice, quiet, easy day, just out in the open. No one's in between me and the crime scene. I've got okay. What do we got for investigation? You're not good at investigation. is that
I
right,
am
Sammy?
awful at investigation. I have a 0 in investigation and a 2 in logic.
All right. Would you like to help me?
Yeah, of course.
Excellent. So I will do investigation. I'm on the wrong character sheet. Let me see. That is why my investigation rolls weren't as good as they were. So I got a 7 + 1.
Mhm.
All right. And I think like specifically I'm looking for any kind of guest book because I think like the thing is like I want to get the name. That feels really important to me.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. 1
One
with an 8
success.
or 6 dice. Wait, what?
Okay.
Is that right? Hold on.
Yeah.
What did I? Don't I have a 7? Investigation 2, logic 3. Never mind. So yes.
Okay. So as you begin investigating, a fog starts rolling in, and it kind of makes it a little bit harder to find something.
Mhm.
So you don't find a guest book. But what you
Okay.
find is there's clearly an area that has been scavenged, like someone was looking for their belongings. And there you find a photograph. And on the back of the photograph is written the last name Watson. And it is a picture of a convent, a nunnery, and there's some nuns standing out front.
Okay. Is it familiar to me, like the picture or the name?
Make me another learning roll.
Okay, cool. Let's go learning. Submit. One success. One success, Anders. That's what they call me.
Okay. So you recognize that this is a picture of the nun who died that was discussed earlier. She's in this picture.
Mhm.
And this is like well before things that happened. So like before she became pregnant and had a baby, all that. But you recognize this is a picture of her.
Mhm.
But that's all you're really able to get from it.
And it's in this building, which seems unusual, I would say.
Yes,
There's no reason it should be here.
She would not have lived here.
You say 20 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
I look at Sammy and I say, we might be dealing with a child. Don't quite know what that means. But potentially this could be the child that was missing, became the Vaesen, presumably. Then they burned it. Or didn't burn it.
I mean, that sounds like Vaesen behavior. That'd be more of an Ingrid question than me.
No. Please, I value your opinion.
Listen, all the only ones I've ever seen have been ones I've gotten out of stepped out of a grave. Specifically one that's chased me to the ends of the earth, but another conversation, another time.
Yes, we should probably talk about this at one stage or another. I hope you're well. I suppose I have a question for. I don't know if I really want to go back to the scene, but potentially asking Daniel the age of the woman that he robbed might be useful. Although, wait,
So
separate instances. I'm getting the timelines all mixed up. Is it like the burning was separate to the?
Charles is the one who robbed the kid. Daniel was the smithy.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
So did Charles burnt down this place and then a week later or a few weeks later robbed a person who died?
Yep.
Right.
So as you're having this conversation, you feel someone trying to reach into your pocket.
Sammy, please.
Father, I'm all the way over here.
As you say that, and like you hear someone bolting away.
What the heavens? Do I see anybody? My vigilance sucks, so I'm guessing I don't have the drop on them.
I mean, you would have if you had chosen not to yell, because they really messed up. They were like,
that's fine.
But you can try and follow them if you want.
Could I briefly check to see what's missing? To buy them more time, I guess.
They didn't get anything.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's just it. Like, they tried and failed miserably.
Did I
Essentially,
see someone
all they
take
did.
something?
You saw someone try.
Cool, I give chase.
Yeah. So make me an agility roll.
Excellent. That is one of my higher stats.
I have a 2 in that. So
I have a 5 plus 3, so I got 3 successes.
Okay, cool. So you easily catch up to him. And do you just like grab him?
Yeah. I got close combat. I can grab him.
Okay. So you grab him and like he's like pretty well like trapped there. It's like, look, I'm sorry, I just don't have anything. I don't have any money. My home was destroyed. I'm sorry.
Okay, wait. You lived here?
Yes.
Cool. 1. Don't steal from a priest. 1.
I don't have money. I need food to eat.
There's like a rich person like 2 blocks down the hall who you can easily pick the pocket of.
Out of character, I am rich.
You think priests aren't rich?
Listen, I've been traveling a lot. This is like the only one I've ever met that's rich. But okay, so you lived here. Great. Cool. You can help us figure out what the fuck is going on. First of all, I need you to come apologize to Father Anders.
Well done,
Breathe.
young
Breathe.
one. Oh, heavens to Betsy. Oh,
Yes.
now,
yeah.
well, quite quick. Both of you, well done.
All right. Now,
It's
first,
no harm's done. Nothing's been taken. It's just perhaps a little confusion, perhaps.
all right. Well, no harm done, but still, I think you have something to say to the father.
Oh, a clue.
I'm sorry. Can I go now?
Actually, no. We also need to figure out some things about the boarding house burning down. And
Yeah.
right now, you're the only other person who lived here, and we know that 3, 4, quite frankly, just some really, really awful, dumb, just absolute assholes burned
As
down.
you
God
building.
loves
say this,
God
he,
loves
like-
all our children.
He like gets really red. You can tell that he's friends with them.
Oh, buddy, you need better friends.
You must be careful with the things you say, Sammy. You must be very careful. Now, you were here. You were at this particular burnt down building before it was burnt down. Is that
I lived
true?
Here, yes.
Now, all right. Do you know a woman who lived here? Wait,
How old is
there
this
was
kid?
a woman.
17.
Father, he's too young. What's your name, kid?
Let me get my name generator.
I have bandit name
Jasper.
generator, which is fun.
What's up, Jasmith?
Jasper.
Jasper. I heard Jasmith for some reason.
Yeah.
All right.
Sammy's calls it whatever.
All right. So,
Kid.
Jasper, something is harming your friends right now. It might be going for some more people than just your friends.
Oh heavens! We must protect this child.
Yeah, I guess. But what would be really
I
helpful
don't
right
think
now?
that I don't think it'll go for anyone else. I think it's just us.
Wait, you know about it?
Yeah, everyone's in the hospital.
Oh yes, that is true.
Okay, so
Have you seen it?
Seen what's doing it? No. I've heard
Oh,
it.
what's the sound? What does it sound like?
It only ever comes at night, and well, I hear 2 heartbeats when it happens.
Okay, 2 heartbeats.
right.
Father, I got fuck all. Do you know what this might be?
Well, we have 2 heartbeats. What? All right, let's make this a teaching opportunity, Sammy. What has 2 heartbeats?
Save
Octopus.
Something with
no
2 hearts. Something with 2 hearts. Now, my second
A
question
squid.
is. Well, I did not know that. That's quite illuminating. Squid has 2 hearts, but potentially, if you were a person, why would you have 2 hearts?
If we're talking about Vaesen, maybe just because you took the heart of your mother. I don't know.
I'm thinking of pregnancy. I'm thinking that potentially that we are dealing with a mother, potentially, and child.
There's no way she
And-
was pregnant. Even if she was, she died.
Sorry, who is she?
Rossi. It's gotta be.
Okay, do you have a last name for Rossi?
Why?
Yes, Rossi Watson. Wait, does Rossi Watson make sense to me? Is that a name that I know? Am I like that's the nun, or am I just like
You can put that together given that the picture of the nun also had the name Watson rented on it, yes.
Yeah. But is it like mother or child or this sort of thing?
You don't know that for sure. Like you can infer
Fuck.
that. You can infer
Okay.
that though. But that's a reasonable step in logic.
I throw my fist up in the air and I say hallelujah. And then when I come down, I'm just like, oh, excuse me.
As you come down from that,
Mhm.
you begin to hear the sound of 2 heartbeats.
Well, Sammy, I think it's time for us to leave. Now, young Jaspith,
And with that, we'll go to break.
let's rush.
Okay, so we are going to go to break, everyone. We have reached a few goals, but let me see what the milestone is. I have to do some math. Give me a second, unless Brandon can tell me quickly.
I really want Cyber Goats 2088.
We're pretty close to Cyber Goats.
Is that an option for Vaesen?
No, that one uses Blades in the Dark.
Okay.
Hi. Also, hi, Brandon on the God mic. We are at, I think, $485 if my math is right. Next giveaway is for $550. And it is a set of GR Crew dice from Die Hard Dice, graciously donated by Rafiki. And then at $600, we have Cyber Goats 2088 with the Fire in the Dark crew. It is that's what the dice look like. And Cyber Goats is a sequel to Goat Heist. If you haven't seen that, it's on YouTube. But, stay here for this first and then go watch that. And then come back tomorrow for more shenanigans. But yeah, so with that, we're going to go to break. And we'll be back in just a few moments.
Stay tuned,
Wonderful.
everybody.
Go.
All right, and we are back, everyone. So where we left off is Father Anders and Sammy and their good friend Jasper now are being slowly approached by a creature. It started off with you just hearing the 2 heartbeats, but as you stand there, you see the fog begin to shift, and a woman-like creature comes out, but she's very clearly not a normal woman. She has a long face with extended jaw where you see 2 rows of teeth, torn up clothes, torn saggy skin, and elongated arms. And she's coming right for Jasper. What do you do?
I say, my God, I must have elves in the attic. And then I, sorry, we have some classic Swedish insults. That's one of them. I say, I say nothing. I'm not really sure what to do. Sammy, please take the wheel. I know you're eating, but this is an emergency.
Jasper, Sammy immediately just flipped peanuts off his hand. Jasper, time to run. Jasper, start running now. Go. I'm gonna give him like a nice swift shove forward.
In the opposite direction.
Yeah. No, towards the neck. I was debating that for the longest time. I was just like, it's a one shot. I
Just
could
trip
do a
and
heel
run
turn.
away. Yeah.
So why don't you two, seeing this creature, need to make me a fear roll?
Okay. How do I do a fear roll?
So I believe it is on the character sheet directly. Let me.
Is it the roll D66?
No, that's different. It
It's
is.
too many dice.
I'm trying.
It's just
character
the
sheet.
percentile using d6s instead of 10s.
Oh, it's not on the sheet. I thought it was on the sheet.
Oh,
Give me a
no,
second.
I'll search the PDF. Fear
Oh, here we go.
roll.
Can tackle with logic or empathy. Get +1 dice for each additional PC present.
Yep.
Non-physical conditions, -1 to a fear roll.
Yeah, thank you. I was
Okay.
getting there.
I will
that's
roll with
something-
empathy. And since Father Anders is with me, we roll with a +1.
You each need a roll though.
Oh, right. I thought it was like, oh, well, off to you.
Okay.
The zeros have come in.
Tackle our
The,
pressure, both of us.
the zeros have come in.
Okay,
Yes.
is this another thing where I can use a Bible to help me? Because it's,
I don't
Whack it with a
believe
Bible?
so.
I think, all right, so I'm going to try and beat
I think it's
find
sphere
Bible.
specific. if it says sphere specifically with the item, you can, but I'm not sure. I
Yeah.
don't think the Bible does.
Okay. Oh, no, add inspiration to your attribute test when performing a fear test.
Oh, okay, then yeah, you can.
Okay. So I think this is me just quietly turning away from the horrible thing, just like, oh, what's my favorite Bible verse? Let's go through. In the
Trying
beginning,
to exercise it.
I'm trying. No, I'm trying to just calm myself down, like I'm reading my favorite book and
Okay.
kind of enjoying it. Use inspiration. All right. And I take +1 for every NPC with me, or PC with me.
+1,
Yep.
yeah. So +1 for me being with you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's roll. That's a 0.
All right then. So this is gonna escalate very quickly after this.
I was
I'm
gonna
sorry.
say, I think I know
Um,
why Sammy is scared too.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So no,
So
that'll be a different fear
It's
test.
the horrible thing. The
This is just a
teeth.
creature. Yeah, the teeth. So each of you take 2 mental conditions
Great.
Sweet.
as you are
Now, Chad.
terrified by this thing coming at you.
Cool.
And
Okay.
it's moving fast. As you push Jasper, because you're so afraid, you kind of get the trajectory wrong and push downwards, and he goes down.
Okay. Can I re-roll that? Is there anything like I can push myself? How does
You
pushing myself
cannot
work? I
push
can mark
fear
a condition.
You cannot
ma-
push fear tests.
Okay.
Mhm. Okay.
So now the creature is on top of Jasper and very clearly attacking him. What do you choose to do? Is he gonna let Jasper be and run? Like, this thing is like big and strong, and y'all have already been like scared shitless.
Can I try and empathize with it? Is that a thing I can do? Can I try and
I
Can
see
I
you're
try
causing a
Certainly-
murder.
You
You
can
are-
certainly try.
I have a French horn. I don't know if that helps.
You can
I see you've
certainly
opted
Yeah,
for-
she's a
try.
music lover.
Yeah.
You can certainly try.
What the fuck does that mean? Hold on, let me try and I mean, I know roughly potentially her name. I'm not going to use a French horn. I kept that because it's very funny, but I'm not going to do that.
I mean, it might help. Like, I'm not saying it won't.
Mhm.
I'm just saying you can try, and then we'll go
Well-
from there depending on how you roll.
I'm not doing that. Hold on. I'm going to Google what inspiration is and build
Inspiration's
up
for
from
like a group of people. A single person would be like manipulation.
Yeah.
there. Okay, address the crowd. Fuck.
I will say I think I know what Sammy does. Sammy, having seen revenants rise from the grave and secret of being followed by one,
You take out
It's-
your crossbow and
This
shoot
does
it.
not look like a revenant. I will
it
say
does
that.
not look like a revenant, but at this point in time, Sammy is fucking terrified, scared, and frustrated that Jasper didn't mention earlier that this thing was hunting them as well too. And Sammy books it.
Okay.
Sammy, what are you doing?
I have taken the conditions angry and frightened.
Yeah, no, like that's totally fair, and I don't blame you.
I'm frightened and hopeless, but you don't see me running away.
You're not
Um,
acting very hopeless, I will be honest. You're acting very hopeful that you can talk with this thing and reason with it.
I haven't done it though. What the fuck? Do I have to fight this thing? Is that how this goes?
I mean, Sammy ran.
All right.
And there's like super rip underneath his room.
Man, where's all the people who can fight good at a moment like this?
At the hospital.
Oh, we're gonna go for tea.
Yeah, what are you
and-
doing?
To be fair,
Getting kicked out.
you were told that they died. To be fair, you were told that things died and then were no longer dead. So bringing people who can fight to a morgue was probably reasonable.
Yeah.
But not what you needed here. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm. Let me think. Frightened and hopeless. Okay, so I'm going to do my panicking thing, which is I am, instead of being like, child, please open your heart to the goodness of Christ and don't eat this child. I'm going to try and just like go like, ah, and then push it over because I have 1 point of any kind of combat skill, which is force. So I'm just going to try and push it over. I have 3 dice in this. Do I take, does, this is physical, right? I don't take negatives for this.
You're correct.
Great. Then I have dice. This is good.
However, I need a stealth roll.
I'm great at stealth. I have 1 in stealth plus whatever else. I have 3. Okay. I mean, can I do it in a way that is obvious? Like I'm trying to be a distraction. I'm trying to be the target.
You're trying to be the target?
Yeah.
Okay, then I need you to roll me a d10 instead.
Okay. How do I just...
So on the sidebar, on the
Oh
far
no!
left-
Is this combat?
this is combat.
Ah!
You're trying to distract it, my guy, and it's attacking someone.
Okay.
Okay, well, it goes
3.
first. It goes first.
Well,
with a
goodbye
10.
everybody.
With a 10. Okay, so I will say you get a fast action and a slow action.
Yes, correct.
So with its action, it is going to use its claws to take a swipe at you, since you were trying to take it away from Jasper.
Okay. How? What happened? How do I not get hit by this?
You
Do I just?
can choose
Okay.
to hold on. I need to make sure see how this is rolling. Okay, cool.
I think is it force still to resist physical?
So
No, food or water.
or you can choose to. Can y'all hear my cat? He's being
Yes.
So loud.
Hi,
He's being
Lloyd.
so
You said
loud.
you had this thing about like this child being missing or whatever, and the cat was just like meowing in the background. Is like, is that the ghost of the child? Like, what is, what
Yes.
is happening?
Yes.
So
Lloyd is guest
you
starring.
can choose to either parry or dodge.
I'm guessing dodge is better than parry. Wait, can I know what abilities this is, or is this just me kind of picking?
Okay, so dodge is agility, parry is close combat or force.
Okay, I'm not. I'll go with force because I'm better at that. Which is parrying. I'm just going like this, and I'm just like pushing the arm away, and that's how I'm parrying.
Okay.
So this would be bad. So let's see how this goes. All right. No successes.
Okay. So it swipes into you
Okay.
and rips a huge chunk of flesh right out of the middle.
Okay.
So
The middle of me.
mhm.
Okay.
You hold on.
I'm probably wounded.
You're very wounded.
Okay.
I've tried to go through the damage because I haven't actually had to do combat yet. Because usually people run.
I'm sorry. If it makes you feel better, I
Okay.
also didn't want to do combat yet, so yeah, that's good.
That's fair. Okay, so I believe you just take a condition for each
Right.
one. Each damage it does, or each success, I think.
Okay.
Is that right, Mara? It's Mara in the chat. Where's my sheet at? Sorry, I have like 20 different windows open. Okay.
All good.
So that is
3 damage.
It
Or
should be
4
3.
damage?
it should be 3 damage.
What? Really? Okay.
I'm
So
trying
I'm-
to figure it out. I'm trying to think if the successes stacks on damage or not. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Either way, ow.
Yeah.
If it doesn't stack, it's only 1. But if successes stack, it's 3.
Okay. Well, good news is I'm not broken, everybody. I'm still good. I am like literally 1 harm away. I think I'll explode if I get hit again, but that's fine. And the fun thing is, because I haven't succeeded, I'm guessing that Jasper hasn't gotten the opportunity to get away.
No.
Great.
I will say it is your turn in combat, though.
How do I give Jasper an opportunity to escape?
How do you give Jasper an
'Cause I can-
opportunity to escape?
I can push it, but I feel like maybe
You
I would be better
try
suited.
to push it.
Is this manipulation or something? If I wanted to get it to move in a specific way, is this? Let me try and think. Like, maybe I'll have a read over the rules as you're also reading over the rules.
So if you're trying to, I'm trying to think because it would take it's its target. It would take a lot to get it to be willing to let this go. So for you can try and push it.
Okay, do I want to do that, or is it more interesting if I'm not dead?
I mean, it'd probably be more interesting for you if you're not dead.
Mm-hmm.
What if I'm a ghost? What if I'm the Vaesen and I'm like, I'm back, baby.
I mean, if we can do that as a character playbook archetype, I'd say go for it.
No, I feel like this is a bad idea. So I'm going to cowardly back off. I have enough conditions going on. So I would like to leave and look in shame at Jasper as I'm unable to save. Save poor Jasper. So is that do I roll stealth?
It's
or
only
is this-
one. It's only one condition. You're fine.
Oh, thank God! In that case, your days are numbered. I take out my machete
Take out your
and I
machete.
start attacking it.
Cool.
I take out my bazooka, which I just have, priest stuff. Okay,
Father
okay.
Andrew's packing heat.
If I have more than 0 conditions left to spend, I would like to try and push it over. So I'm gonna try and push it over. Yeah, if I'm not dead, then I will try and do a force, which is again 3 dice
Okay.
minus 1, so 2 dice. Let's do this. 1 success! Yeah!
Is
Bare minimum.
is it enough? Because it is a contested roll.
Yeah! I probably won't do good at this, because I'm guessing it's good at whatever it is about to do.
Four successes.
Damn. Do I take 3 conditions?
No. So you
Oh.
shove into this thing, and
Yeah.
it's like you're running into a brick wall.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this thing is hardy,
Okay.
which, like, you're kind of expecting as it's ripping into Jasper.
Right. Well, I sort of stand there awkwardly and I guess wait for it to finish or something. Like, I don't know what else I can do here. I feel like 4 successes is enough to probably kill Jasper.
So that's 4 successes to evade your like push. So like
Okay.
that wasn't like it attacking Jasper more. Like it's just ripping
Alright.
into Jasper this whole time. So like you're like that's when your push does nothing. So like
Okay.
are you gonna stick around and fight more?
I feel like I'm just gonna step back. I feel like I've perhaps met my match in this monster. My physical match, my better, is potentially this shark lady. So I will kind of just like stand awkwardly and allow it to finish and perhaps sit down. Can I do a fear test voluntarily? Is this a thing that I can just do?
Yeah, I would say now you have to, as like
Okay.
you see Jasper's bloody remains.
Yeah,
Like
I feel
there
like that makes
remains at
sense.
this point.
All right. How does that work? Is that again?
Same as before. And now Sammy's not here to help you.
Right. So this
Sammy
what
bolted.
what stat was it? I forgot that.
Logic or empathy?
Logic or empathy? Empathy, I will say.
Okay.
Do I just click empathy?
Yep.
Okay.
I imagine that Father Anders is feeling like very
Oh no.
I'm too empathetic. I got 0 successes. So I would like to
Mm-hmm.
have another condition, please.
So
Me too.
you're lucky that the dead body fear is only 1, otherwise you'd be broken. Wait, no,
Yes.
actually you are broken. No, you're not. Never mind.
No, one. I got one more.
Yeah, you have 1 more. So yeah, no, you take the 1 fear.
I'm angry.
You have like you wished you could have saved Jasper. Like you tried,
Yeah.
and there was just nothing that
Yeah.
you could do.
I'm going to sit quietly to one side and well, I guess he'll come back to me when someone else finds me or something. I'm not really sure what else to do.
You're gonna sit there. You're not gonna run.
I will try and avoid this in any way to escape the situation, please God. But I'm thinking like if it like does whatever it does to Jasper and then leaves, then I will basically like sit there very
Okay.
quietly.
Okay, so as it's finished with Jasper, and
Mhm.
you see that he's gone. Why don't you make me a not a logic roll, a learning roll?
Okay.
It is -3 because you have 3 conditions.
Does it do that automatically? I think that's.
I think so. I would check.
I'll press submit, and then if it's not there, then I'll do it in a different way.
Yeah.
Condition
It
penalty.
did.
I have 1 and 0 successes.
Okay. So now that you've seen it,
Mm-hmm.
it rings a bell.
Okay.
And like now that like you've remembered like the nun, like you've all kind of you slowly put it together.
Hmm.
You realize
Wait.
that-
To be absolutely clear, I got no successes.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I know. You don't get much more than this, but you get what
Okay.
it is. Like, you don't get what it means to be what it is, but you get what it is.
Sure.
You remember the term striga coming to
Okay.
mind.
Striga. A lovely term.
Okay. So, the crew that was in the morgue. Actually, first, Sammy, where did you run to?
Where did you go?
I think I went the wrong direction towards the hospital. Like I went 3 blocks just away,
Okay.
period.
Eating the peanuts.
And then once I hit that 3 blocks, gasped for breath, shaking, and then went, fuck, they're at the hospital, and started running.
yeah.
Immediately turn around, go back down 1 block, and then run to the hospital.
Okay. So, going back to Johan, Ingrid, and Margaret, what are you doing after being kicked out of the hospital?
Well, I was berating Ingrid, being like, "Does he like you?" like you can like probably imagine us like both of us like beside each other, like 2 or 3 steps behind Johan, and Margaret is just furiously whispering to Ingrid.
Johan, where are you leading them, if anywhere?
Did we set up a meeting point after that? I don't think we
Did
did.
not.
If we didn't, I would hope that we're going to the side of the burnt down.
Yeah, that would be a
Yes.
logical step. to
To,
go
at
there.
least to try and catch up
Yeah.
with Father
I
Ender
mean,
and Sammy.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
all know that
makes sense.
Father Endurus and Sammy are not gonna get anything done. Unlike us.
It's gonna be very quiet. We're having the uneventful thing. Like you had the
Yeah.
whole mess at the morgue. Like
Yeah,
it
it was-
couldn't get worse than that.
It was
Yeah.
so uneventful on you guys' end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
ashes. You just kick it at the ashes.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So yeah, I would assume that we would be going towards there, and it would also be logical that I don't necessarily have all my equipment on me, right? Because I don't carry like a rifle around me.
You
just-
have whatever came in your inventory.
Oh, all right, cool. I'm just
You're like in
casually,
the
yeah, I'm just
Hello.
casually
Peak
walking
of
around with a
intimidation.
rifle.
I mean, you are a soldier. I imagine you might also be in uniform. So
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah. So I don't think anyone really bats an eye. Like,
That's right.
you don't have both oars in the water.
Ingrid
As
is
they
just
say.
listening to
okay.
Margaret and worrying about the others.
So roll me, Johan. Roll me an observation roll.
All right. That's gonna be probably shit.
Yeah. I'm probably shit at this. Yeah.
Oh,
Cole jinxed all the rolls after the 3-on-3.
So it is probably like around like Johan's nap time in the afternoon. He's an old man,
Mhm.
so
Oh, it's like evening now.
yeah, it's past his nap time.
Yeah.
and we
so-
didn't have dinner.
no.
Oh, yeah. Problem.
Well, y'all
Oh,
didn't.
how
Good for our
sad.
blood
the
pressure.
Striga had dinner.
Striga had so
yeah.
much dinner.
But anyway, so you don't hear anything, and as you head back, as you're slowly meandering towards the burnt down boarding house, Sammy, on his way back to the hospital, runs into you.
I was gonna say, do we see Sammy
Hello.
running?
We never saw Sammy again. Sammy's just running off.
Sammy's
I'm
like
done.
lost.
I'm done with the Vaesen.
Yeah.
Teeth thing, burnt down house,
Where's Father Ender?
Father, right behind.
And if as soon as Sammy is saying that, I'm grabbing my rifle and running towards the house.
I thought he was right behind me.
Where did you come from?
The boarding house.
So let's go.
Yeah.
As you make your way now more quickly to the boarding house,
A bit more quickly.
the rain starts pounding harder, and you find Father Anders sitting in a corner amongst the rubble, almost like hiding in like a corner where the walls are still partially up.
He's still bleeding out.
Yeah. I think so.
Probably still very
I'm like,
injured.
That's
half
okay.
of me is missing or something? No, I think
So,
it's less
like-
than that.
It's like you have a chunk out of you.
Yeah.
I think the bigger concern right now is that Father Anders is barely holding it together.
I'm depressed.
I think Margaret will actually like at that point, like she's been kind of like just past arm's length from Sammy and be like, are you okay? Are you going to be able to run again? But now seeing Father Anders, she's like, oh, and just like runs to Father Anders. And I will try and do like first aid.
Yeah, sure. So you can try and make a
Mental first
roll.
aid. First aid my brain, please.
So unfortunately, a doctor can't do that. You know who would do that? A priest.
Wait,
I sit down and have a conversation
can't-
with myself.
You can heal the physical. You can heal the
Yeah.
physical injuries. You
Yeah,
can heal
he's
the.
got-
I think that would help.
Yeah, that helps. But he has physical, but he has more mental right now.
Yeah.
Defense.
well,
I'm angry,
I'm a medical
I'm frightened.
doctor, so
Okay.
I'm
I'm
gonna be
hopeless.
concerned with his physical body.
Oh yeah.
He can
Yeah.
take care of his own brain later.
Does anybody
a lot of-
Oh, go
I have a
for it,
lot of
please.
empathy. Is there anything I could do to help him kind of calm down?
So
How do you fix a brain?
How does
do you
brain
fix-
work?
Honey, I don't know.
With l-
How does
Scientists
liquor.
around the world have asked a simple question: how do you fix brain?
manipulate
Okay.
me happy?
You get a therapist.
So I would say that you have to be
Not a brain.
able to.
Oh,
I'd say
inspiration.
you need to be. Yeah, I'd say you need to be in a safe location though.
Oh.
I don't think I think a safe location from an attack, like I think for a health, like a physical health thing, I think this is a safe location for now. For the mental one, because this is like the scene of the attack and like
Yeah,
scene of where everything happened, I don't
I
consider
think
this-
that makes sense.
Yeah, I
This
think
That
is
makes
a
a lot
bad
of
place for
sense. That really
therapy.
does.
So you can
Okay.
go somewhere else and heal him mentally.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't think you can do it right here.
Yeah,
the
I
moment, there's
found
not-
if someone does a successful inspiration test, apparently it heals 3 mental conditions.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So that'll get me up
that
to
has
full,
to be.
but
in
it has
safe.
to be somewhere safe.
Yeah.
So that is cool.
Okay. So Margaret,
Don't fuck up.
will you roll me your medicine check?
I will, and I have new dice this time, so maybe they like me better.
Oh
The
no!
game's
What
cursed.
if you fail?
The
What if I
game's
die? what if I gain a condition?
I can give
It'll
you
become a
help. I
different
have
kind.
1 in medicine.
Do I have anything in medicine? That's a good question.
I
have
would like to
2
give
in
you help if
medicine.
you'd like it. Just shapelessly, you'd be like,
No, I don't have anything in medicine.
Anders, I'm sorry. I thought you were right behind me.
Well, that's quite all right. Doesn't really matter. It's
How
just
the
a-
fuck is it all right? Your guts are falling out of you. You look like you've
It's-
seen.
It doesn't matter. It's just it's not like I'm doing much.
Please tell
Sad.
me. Oh
Did you
no.
fail?
No, it's quite all right.
Ash.
It's good that you tried.
You know what?
Honestly,
I'll push again. Why not? Like it's a one shot.
I was gonna
No!
say, wait, Stephanie, Margaret, did you take the +1 from my help?
I did.
fuck.
But
Oh.
also, did you did you lose? Did you take the one that you lost from your other
Can I-
condition?
Well, they canceled it out.
Yeah,
so-
exactly.
Okay,
So now you
can I
have a
quietly-
second condition.
Yeah,
you
I'm
can
gonna.
reroll.
Yeah.
I don't need this to be healed. I'm not a physical person anyway. Like I didn't.
Shut
just, It's fine. Out of character.
I imagine Margaret just like slaps Father Anders, like, shut up, let me heal you.
All right, quite all right.
I guess I'm thinking angry.
Yeah.
Everyone's
do
so
I-
angry.
I reroll all of the dice, right? Even
Yep.
though, like, okay,
Yeah, because
for the help
they
and
were-
everything.
Yeah.
Okay. I got one. I got
Okay, your 3 physical conditions are healed, Father
My
Anders.
one physical condition.
Exactly.
I only had one. It's a waste on me, but yeah, sure. I feel physically better, and I look up at the body of the person I didn't save, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
Well-
the rest of you should make me a fear check.
Yeah.
Because this is a freshly dead body.
I was
Uh,
gonna
as-
say, what was left of?
As Father Anders pans over to it and you all follow his gaze, you see it. And that's when you need to make a fear
Should I
roll.
take a -1 because I knew this would happen? I feel like-
No, I think you're fine.
What's the
Okay.
fear check again? It's
Empathy or logic?
oh,
Okay.
What's up, Minar?
5.
Can I
Still a
use memento
zero.
to heal? Is that how mementos work? Because I'm like, I just remembered I have a memento, and I feel like that can do something.
They can be used to heal,
Heal
like again
a
in
condition.
in a safe place.
Yeah.
Manly.
You have to like sit there and kind of like relish your memento.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to have
Okay.
time
I'm
to do
used
it, I
to
think.
bodies, right?
Yes.
So this is
I
where all
think
my
you might
successes
be.
are, guys. I got 4 successes this time.
I'm glad you're doing well.
Okay.
It's
Because I'm an
everyone else's
army
turn with the
medic,
wind dice.
I also get a
Yeah.
+2 to fears against the dead or damaged bodies. Damaged
Okay,
human
yeah.
bodies.
So you're you're
I
fine.
got 4 6. I'm like, oh yeah, it's a dead body, whatever.
You're more than fine. You're more than fine. Ingrid is fine.
The gals
I'm
are
just
fine.
I'm just like broken, and everyone's like, yeah, it's a dead body. Who cares? Yeah, whatever. Great. See them all the time.
I've gotten a
You-
0.
you need to take one condition.
I take one condition, right?
Yeah, if you don't have anything else, then you take one
Oh,
as well.
the
Alright.
other fear effect, was I supposed to take 2 then, or just 1?
2.
Okay, so I took 2 then, and now I've taken another one, so I have 3.
Yeah.
Okay,
But-
cool.
I only
Yeah.
take one, right?
You only take one, yeah.
All right. I'm
Because this
just
is
very
just the body.
angry.
This isn't the
Yeah.
Sophia.
Same
I can
time,
heal
like
you, but what's the
multiple
point?
times.
Okay. So you all are gathered outside in the rain, staring at what remains of Jasper. Where do you go from here?
Do you see it?
Yes. Yes, I did. And I look at my torn apart person, my me. It's very frightening. This is very little we can do.
What
I
did
think
it look like?
frightening. Very frightening. Lots of teeth. It was a lady. I have her name is Razzie Watson, I believe. I
Razzie.
think. Razzie Watson. Sorry,
Is this
God.
the woman you knew?
Is it?
Not the same.
Not the same.
Okay.
Thank you, God.
You can only
Yes,
die twice.
it's-
Sorry.
Yeah. As James Bond taught us in his great book. It's not a good book. Yeah, it's very frightening, and that potentially, maybe it's just over. You know, that little person was involved in whatever the crime is, and potentially it's just done, and we can just go home. I don't think I'm particularly good at this. I tried to help, and I did not succeed. So, not in the most chipper of moods. Yes.
Well, Charles is still alive. And if she wants to kill all of the people who attacked her.
She'll be
Well,
going
that's
for
very
Charles
sad.
next.
Yeah.
So Rossi was pregnant, just like this nun was pregnant.
Is the nun and Rossi the same person? Different
Dennis
person?
and Rossi are different people. Do you
Okay.
tell them what it is?
Please tell
name
us
your-
what it is.
Nah,
So
keep that to yourself. I don't want to know.
yeah,
Ingrid wants to know.
I don't know. I'm not the biggest expert at this. I feel like I should go over books, but the name Strigger is something that come into my brain, but I don't know what that particularly means. It's just one of those things that pops into my brain. It could mean anything.
So I'm guessing Ingrid tries to see if she recognizes or that rings a bell.
How would I check if I have heard anything else about Strigas?
So
Think like the wind.
what you can
Like the
do
wind.
is you would make. Oops, I hit the wrong button. I would say a learning roll potentially, and you can have help too.
Yeah.
Uh,
'cause-
I'm sure like y'all are engaging in conversation, so I'll give you automatically give you the 3.
Oh, okay. So learning +3.
I mean, I'll help. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I got a 1 success.
Okay. So, the name Striga does ring a bell for you. You don't know much, but you know that the gene for a striga is actually genetic, and that what triggers it is when a person dies.
So I have to die in order to become a Striga.
Like Jesus.
Jesus, the first trigger.
Mm-hmm.
You
With his teeth. Ah!
I love how this is coming from the father. I just want to say that.
Yeah.
God
little
works in
delirious in
mysterious
this one.
ways.
Yeah, father's thinking about how
I'm just sitting
it's
distraught.
drawing
Was
lines
Jesus...
between the two. Yeah.
Yeah. Was
Um,
Jesus a Striga? Is that where I'm at?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
God.
So you also know that there is a few different things that you can do about it. So one of which is that it attacks primarily in dark places or darker places. You can also find its body and burn it. The other way is decapitating it and separating the head from the body. Basically, thoroughly destroying the body.
Okay.
It is typically focused on revenge, and that'll be its primary focus. However, it does just get hungry.
Okay. So relay that to everyone. And good news is if we wanted to do something about it, we have a good opportunity with Charles still being alive. The bad news is we're probably not in the best position to do those things to stop it.
Yes, quite agreed.
We just find where her body is and then cut the head off and then burn it. Right?
How are we going to do that? It's going to be so hard.
Is it always in a perpetual state of like being a monster, or does it ever become like more dormant?
It
Does
becomes
like,
a normal
shift at all?
person again. It shifts back to its human-like form.
Oh.
So
this is the body then. Like, okay,
This
I
is
thought this
the
was a
body.
spirit and
We
then
have
the
to
body
let-
was like
No.
buried in
Alright.
the graveyard.
This
okay.
is a body. This is a human that transforms into a
Oh,
monster.
that is different. That is a lot harder.
Or
Okay.
it's still big for like some casual like grave digging.
We have to stealthily cut off its head so it doesn't notice.
I mean,
It does need to rest at some point.
as do we.
Likes the darks. We should all bring lanterns with us everywhere.
we
I come
should
from a
prob-
family of lantern makers.
I come from a family of lanterns.
Before we do that,
There are you do know, but sorry to interrupt, Cole. You do know that church bells also ward it away.
Does it?
That explains why she doesn't like you very much.
I mean, in this instance, think about it. The other
Okay.
Striga was a member of the church, and the church basically killed her.
True. That's not positive. Hmm.
Ingrid knows
Oh.
that generally they're afraid of church bells,
Okay.
or they don't.
And,
like
and
them.
Father Anders' comments, I think I'm gonna like look at Ingrid and just kind of surreptitiously point to Anders and be like, "He needs your help."
Are y'all gonna go to a safe place to talk about this? Like, is that a reasonable?
We probably should.
we
Okay.
probably
Yeah.
should.
We
but
could go to a
also,
church.
Yeah,
Okay.
Are there tracks from the Striga?
yeah. That was my. See again. We're
Johan
like on the
and I
same
are like on the
wavelength.
same wavelength here.
Yeah.
We share one brain cell, and that's gonna be like the game.
It's
Yeah.
your turn.
So make me an observation roll, and you can have help.
All right.
I have a 1 in observation. Do you have a higher score?
I have
Fuck
a
no.
2. I have a 2.
I can help with observation. I can try.
Yeah, empathy is not my thing.
Okay, so why don't we have Sammy do it, since Sammy and Johan were the ones doing it, but you
Yeah.
can have +3.
Sweet.
With the condition.
1 success.
Cool.
One is all you need.
So
You were the chosen one.
I mean, it depends.
You're supposed to
More
bring
successes is
balance.
better.
Yeah.
So you don't see where any footsteps for it. What you see, however, as you look up, you could tell that it flew. And you can tell the general direction in which it flew, and it was towards the hospital.
We should go to the hospital right now.
Are you injured? I can help you.
No,
She's
it's heading to the
tough.
hospital right now. Our one lead is about to die.
Johan is running towards the hospital.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Yeah.
I guess
Margaret
I'll
will
go
start running
too.
too.
Just aren't gonna heal the mental condition. Just want to say that.
Let's just go
Look,
see another
we're
murder.
all
I guess
depressed
this will
here.
help.
Learn to deal with it.
My mental condition is that I am angry, so I want to kill it.
Okay. Okay, cool. So
I'm angry at myself.
you go and make your way towards the hospital.
Mhm.
Take it away.
As you get there, you see a couple people leaving the hospital. It's the end of the shift.
Okay.
As you go in to look at Charles, unfortunately, you're too late.
Oh,
I didn't do anything. Hell yeah. Safety. I'm alive.
He's like destroyed.
Room is significantly messier than you would expect from him just succumbing to his injuries.
Oh, God.
Before we go, we should probably no point to it, but we should probably ask some medical staff. Like, did they hear any noise coming from Charles's room?
I hate to say it, but finding this body, you should probably also make a fear test.
Yeah.
Me?
All of
Oh,
you.
I'm
yeah.
not there. I'm outside. I left.
It was nothing to do with it.
I'm outside.
On
I have
the
my
bright
French
side-
on. I'm
Father
happy.
Anders waited outside the door, was afraid this was going to happen, and be like, look,
Nope.
I don't want to
wait,
see
Captain,
shit
Captain,
today.
Johan, roll with a plus
Johan.
+3 if
Yeah.
Margaret and Ingrid and I are there.
3d6.
I still got a 0. I am broken.
Oh no.
Oh, I still.
do you do you
still no
take
success.
do you lose dice for mental conditions here for fear as well, right? Okay,
That's
so
like-
two,
yeah,
two
so-
off, but then I gain 3 because there's 3 people around me. Okay.
Ugh.
Well, I didn't even add anything.
I am broken.
Quick, Johan, shoot it.
I got 1. I got a success.
Shoot the fear.
Shoot the fear. That's how it works,
Yeah.
right? I can just shoot
Yeah.
the fear, right?
Yeah. Shoot the fear away. That's how war works.
The
Yeah,
most
you do your
American
modified
thing.
roll. No, yeah, you did. And you still failed. Okay, so that's 1 fear. Or
Johan
that's
is from
1.
Texas, part of like Sweden, so
Okay, so Sammy is broken.
Really?
Yeah. I
Oh,
rolled bad
that's-
on my fear.
Oh no.
Sammy is broken. So I know what this means in combat, but I do want to verify outside of combat.
I have to inspire you or something. Is that how that works?
Yeah, eventually, but we have to do it in a safe place.
Okay.
Yeah.
isn't safe?
This place is not very safe either,
Okay.
considering what just
Well,
happened.
she's left, so maybe it is safe now.
Sammy is essentially shell shocked. Like,
Yeah.
this would be like traumatized out in Blades in the Dark Hole. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Wish you
Hmm.
again.
Speed run!
I can't believe you beat me. I'm like,
I
was
I
doing
kind of can.
terribly. Yeah.
If it's cold.
Someone call time, quick.
If I was in that room, I would have been out of there.
Yeah, no, you probably would have too. Okay,
guess I'm
take
just a
one
coward.
more condition or 2.
you get 1 more because this is
All right.
just a body. Just a body.
All right, it's
Just a body.
like some a bit more hopeless, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can no longer see the Kofi feed, so if there are donations, Brandon, let me know, please. It's not refreshing for me. Okay, so what do you decide to do now that Sammy is very, very frazzled and is just not really able to function right now?
We remove them by using the inspiration skill the same way that like physical ones are used removed by. Okay.
I'd
I'm
say
gonna
that-
look to Ingrid and be like, help.
I'd say that you can do that in the hospital. I'd recommend like maybe outside the room, just because I don't think that that'd be
Yeah, can
I
we
might
try to like?
I might saunter over to the church chapel and
Okay.
just kind of sit there. Like, I'm not running the service or anything. I'm just quietly sitting in the pews or whatever.
If it's a
Do you-
hospital, wouldn't the hospital have like
Yeah.
a little chapel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I figured he was
Sure.
going.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you all
I'll
go
like
there?
take like Sammy's elbow and be like, "It's gonna be okay. We're gonna talk to Father Anders. He'll help you." Like gently guide Sammy away.
Yeah.
Okay, so heal away.
Okay. Is it a roll for just inspiration or
Yep.
how does this work?
It would be you're rolling inspiration, and I say you would roll from each of them because you're healing them individually.
Okay.
And essentially, you're calming them down.
Yes.
Is what's happening.
Oh, is it both of us, or is it individual for each?
I'll roll
person?
for both of you.
Individual.
Oh, really?
Individual rolls.
Oh,
for
okay.
each, yeah.
Because if you help me, then I can help out with whatever future roll. I'm pretty
Okay,
good
so
at
I can
inspiration.
start with you then.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed it goes well.
Come on, occultist. Help the priest.
The occultist helps the priest.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Okay, 1 success.
3 conditions are healed.
Yes! I'm back, baby.
Welcome back.
Like a ghost of Christmas past or whatever.
I'm imagining Father Anders just like jumping up from the pews and being like, "Let's go!" And, like,
I'm like, I'm very.
Jesus
I don't know, what was
Estriga,
bothering
I
me?
am invincible here.
How do you heal me? What is the inspiration? Like, how do I?
I'm just so empathetic.
Okay.
I guess I'm the group's therapist in a way.
Okay.
Our occult therapist.
Pretty much.
We don't find
Good-natured
we don't find
occultist.
comfort from the priest. We find comfort from the occult.
Literally became an occultist for like really wholesome reasons. Like
yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like so. What probably happened is Ingrid really found a way to ground you and
Okay.
like bring you back down to like a more neutral state through like a process called grounding.
Okay.
So like calms you down, brings you
If I get
back
struck
to the
by
earth.
lightning, I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually the same where grounding is where that is. That's where the term grounding came from. But yeah.
Okay.
the more you know.
That's interesting.
Okay.
Um.
Sammy.
Okay.
So I'm
Are
feeling.
you feeling
better.
inspired to help me?
I'm feeling.
Help
I'm
Sammy?
feeling. It's so weird having them all go away because I'm just like, all right, what is my whole character now? But I'm just like, you know what? When life gets you down, there's just God sending you a message saying you can get back up and get at it. So, Sammy, I want you to look at me. All right,
Tears
you're very
coming down
good
the
at
eyes.
this.
No.
Just clean shaven face, a little bit of ash and like soot on it, just like very hollowed, and like you see like a little bit of snot coming down too, just like very sobbing.
Oh.
I take out my handkerchief. I wipe away the snot. I wipe away the stuff in your face. Look at this wonderful young person. Look how great they are. Look how handsome they are. Now, we need to get you back in the game because this isn't over. You know, just because one person's dead doesn't mean that no one else will be. So we have to keep at it, and everyone else, you have to keep your heads together. Can't get lost in the despair of all these things. You know, this is all part of life. So let's all get together, and I'll read a quick verse from the Bible. Now, when I flip to one of the chapters and begin to read, I don't know the Bible well enough. I know Genesis, and I feel like that's not a happy one. So I would like to inspire Sammy. So I will do that. Do I add anyone else's bonuses or anything, or do I just do it?
Okay.
Up to 3.
I'm still helping.
Hell yeah. Let's do this. 3.
Okay.
The best thing I've ever rolled. This is a
Nice.
Cole roll.
So, Sammy is fully healed of those conditions.
Woo!
However, there's a little bit of lasting shock just because of the pure extremeness of it.
Yeah.
So, Sammy, you have the defect skittish,
Ooh,
which means
fun.
you take a -1 to fear for the rest of the investigation.
Excellent.
That's really fitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
He just
Father?
runs faster when there's problems.
Yeah.
Father? Could
I almost said mother. That's not how that works. Continue.
Could that was really great. Could I have a little encouragement too?
Of course, my child. Please let us go to the church. And we're in the chapel. How may I help? What troubles you?
I'm really angry that I might not be a good doctor. I worked really hard and now I'm scared and that I might not be a good doctor and I'm angry that I didn't do better.
None of us are perfect. None of us are perfect. We are all going through the path on our own little way. And sometimes we're not always at our best. And the fact is we're all human. We're all trying to make our way. Only one person isn't human, and that is our God, Jesus Christ. And he will guide us through all these things. So fret not. Your time will come. You will shine. Just as there is clouds, there is also sunshine. So I would like to try to inspire you, and this would be funny as hell if I just fail all of this.
Please have me help.
Would you like to help?
I always want to help.
Okay. How do you help? What do you say to my sunshine and rainbows thing?
Well, since she has entrusted me with all of her secrets, I know her on like more of a personal level.
Yeah.
So no, I just come to her side.
You're involved in what kind of business? What?
Ingrid is just by Margaret's side and is just like, I know that you have a lot of doubts, but you've proven yourself time and time again to be incredibly competent. I've seen what you're capable of, and I know that deep down you can still do better. And I have the utmost faith in you.
Quite right. See, friends are here to support you, even in times of hardship. So now let's roll and get nothing. Got one! Yeah!
Yay!
It's enough.
All right, so I can take off both those conditions. Excellent.
Yeah.
Yay! Thank you.
Is Johan okay? Do I have to do another one for Johan?
Johan is a bit of a mess. Is there like, I mean, we're like in a church, right?
Yeah.
I know that usually I'm not a religious person, but I know that church there's wine there. Is there wine anywhere that I can like drink? It's like fear, anger, and hopelessness away.
That's great.
Help,
Whenever
hey,
you're
Samuel,
sad,
it's in
it
your
always
pocket.
helps to drink.
Why don't you make me an observation roll?
All right.
Can he
Let's see-
observe the
let's-
bottle of liquor I have on my person?
Let's see how good of
Hey.
alcohol you find.
Nice.
Does this hospital skimp on their sacramental wine, or is it?
Okay.
Apparently, you
it's,
skip on the sacramental wine.
it's the bare bones. Like
Wait.
you find.
It's the
It's
too
not
much.
gonna have communion or anything.
You took -2 because of
Yep.
of your. Oh my god.
No. What you find is the cloth that they use to wipe out the chalices at the end of mass.
Oh, you're a cloth sucker. This is
Oh,
bad.
Oh.
Oh.
I just Johan just like angrily tossed it away, and he's not in a good place right now.
I pull out the bottle of liquor that I have on my person
He's a
and
good guy.
hold it up for Johan.
Jan will
what you
drink.
need? Okay.
It's poisoned.
It's self-help.
Behold, I have
Savvy,
struck my
the
heel
long-term
turn.
plan. One down.
Are you gonna try and inspire Johan as he drinks from the bottle? Or are you just gonna let him
I'm
let him
gonna ask
suffer?
everyone else to inspire him because I can't inspire.
Yeah, I don't have any.
He's
reason to
already
inspire.
helping by giving me booze.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what would inspire him, I'll admit, but
I can manipulate him into
Okay,
feeling better.
so if Father Anders or Inger wants
Okay.
to do it, it'll be +2
I-
because I'll also give the one from Sammy giving the alcohol.
Okay, that's good. I walk over and say, Johan, Captain Johan, my brother-in-law, did we establish that?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think
brother-in-law
you're your
mine.
sister, right?
I think so. It was unclear. It was a very long time ago. You seem like you're drinking heavily. Is something the matter? Something that I, a man of the Lord, could help out with.
Oh, Father. Yes.
My child, flesh brother-in-law.
No. I feel hopeless and angry at not being able to do anything. I just want to find a Striga and just cut her head off.
A lot to unpack there. Why do you feel angry and hopeless? You can do this. You fought an award, didn't you?
Exactly. I'm a soldier. I should be there to help protect our people
Mhm.
under a King Oscar.
King Oscar. My favorite
I don't
king,
know what time period we are in Sweden. This story.
King Oscar. I think
The
we're
I
Wikipedia
know,
like
like,
says
approximately
80
a whole
points.
century.
It's
I think
canon
it is.
now. It's canon. It's a
King
made-up
Oscar.
world, but King Oscar's canon. I'm writing it down.
You know. And yet I cannot save the life of one pitiful man.
Well, it's not your responsibility to save everybody. I can tell you whose responsibility it is, and that's Jesus Christ. No one's Jesus Christ, unfortunately. There are saints, they're different. Now, in regards to this, I saw this thing and I fought it myself, and it was the most buck wild thing I have ever seen. It is very hard to fight, and you are literally across town. It's very hard to kill when it's entirely across town. So don't worry, God will provide you with an opportunity, presumably, to fight this thing, or perhaps we'll call it quits today. It is unclear. We will find out as time goes on. I will now step back and allow Ingrid to finish this up. Ingrid,
Why do you
take it away.
Get for other areas, like just like roll a magic 8 ball and like try to like guess the best options.
Ingrid, look in your crystal ball. What do you see?
Magic 8 ball.
Is that
What do you
anything that
see?
would help?
I don't know how
The
your crystal ball works.
I
It's-
don't believe so. It is. I just had it up. Let me get to the right window.
It is hellish to me.
It's all right.
Ball.
I was just gonna try to be motivational. I didn't
Uh,
think
To be
that
honest,
was
No,
relevant.
I'm kidding. I'm just like, you're an occultist. What do you do? Ugh.
So what you can do. How
Help
about
people
this?
feel better, apparently.
How about this? It's because you also have the talent medium. So why don't you
Yes.
try and contact someone dear to him?
My dead wife.
Charlie's in pain. Charlie's crying.
God.
Sure.
Tell us
I'll
what the
give you the
dead
plus
see.
one. You don't need to explain it. It's fine. Unless you want to.
Yeah.
I've lost track of who's related to who. Who am I contacting?
Whoever you want.
You don't have to be like. How do you help? You can be
Yeah,
anything.
it's yeah.
I'm just gonna stick with my words.
Cool.
Mhm.
Cool. Got it. Okay. So plus one.
So much in the same way, I approach Johan and I feel like Ingrid isn't like as close to Johan, but like she's very observant and she's very empathetic. She understands that, you know, he's frustrated, like being a man with as much military experience that he has. Like all these, especially young people that are getting brutally killed. She understands that it's frustrating, it's not fair. And I think she would tell him, like, even if like she has no reason, you are justified in your anger. Like we heard straight from, I think his name was Charles or Daniel, that one of these children,
Charles Daniel.
Daniel
like,
was the
it-
blacksmith. Charles was the kid in the
Yeah.
hospital bed. Jasper was the one that we were.
yes,
you didn't meet Jasper.
I at
And
least
my
know
name is
Jasper.
Anders. Yeah.
Daniel
Continue.
said that they didn't mean to start the fire. They didn't mean to cause harm.
Sorry.
Amen.
She has her seeking revenge is not justified, but your revenge for the brutal atrocities she has caused has every right to manifest. And I think that you should use that to empower yourself. You are strong and capable. I believe if anyone can lead us to stopping this thing, it's going to be you, Johan. You have great experience. You have great capabilities. I believe you have the power to see this through
Yeah.
and stop more senseless killings.
power of murder. All right.
And Christ loves you.
Jesus loves you.
Amen. Make that roll.
Amen. Take a swig of liquor.
Please use your anger as a weapon to kill this beast. But also, you're worth it. You're good.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's a good guy, you
But-
know?
Yeah.
is this +2 with the two people
Yeah,
helping
plus
me?
2.
Plus
Okay.
2. Okay. I'm gonna
Alright.
not forget to add that.
Well, I
And-
think is Anders rolling it?
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. That's
It's
I
right.
fine.
got
Okay.
it.
It's fine. Yeah.
No
Okay.
worries, everybody. I got a 1.
It's
I'm
enough.
good at
3
this.
conditions healed.
Number 1 Anders. That's what they call me.
Okay.
9
Cool.
dice, by the way. Fuck.
So one condition eel, right?
No, 3.
3.
They're all
3.
gone.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think
Alright.
everyone's all good now.
We're so good at rolling.
All right.
I
Now,
mean,
what on earth do we do
We're
with
the
this?
best at it.
Yeah. How do we find this thing? What are we doing now? I don't know out of character how we're doing this.
Well, we have her name now, so there were other people living at the boarding house.
hmm
So maybe other people know her? And we can
bet she
find
lives.
them by asking around?
I have a move for this.
Go
I
for
knew
it.
someone from the boarding. Oh,
It's called well traveled. I can make a convenient NPC.
Oh.
Sure.
Hold on, let me double check and read up the skill again. The talent. That's different than a skill.
Mhm.
Well traveled. Once per mystery, you can make a manipulation test to create an NPC who is situated in the area. And who have you met? You have met before. The game master decides how she has changed since you last met and what she thinks of you now. If the test fails, she is either hostile or in great need of your help. Turns
Oh, I
out there was
will
another
laugh at
person who
yourself.
witnessed her murder.
It's Razzie Watson,
Uh,
my old friend.
Make that roll.
All right. And I will come up with the name in a little bit, but for right now, let's see how I do with 1 dice.
It's Jimmy.
Oh, hey, I got a success. Excellent.
Okay.
Again, 1 success.
Yeah.
You
I hate
picking someone?
this.
You picking someone who saw it?
Yeah, someone who kind of saw where it went after the hospital specifically. I imagine they are like a nurse or some kind of caregiver. They've lived in the area for quite a while, and like they actually patched me up before I met Ingrid and the rest of the folks. I think their name is Milan Violet, and I will put that in our chat.
Cool. So, Milan actually patched you up mentally or physically?
Physically.
Physically, yeah.
Mm.
So Milan actually works at the hospital now. And she's on the night shift and she's doing her rounds. And as she passes the chapel, she sees you. Sammy?
Milan Violet.
It's
Yes.
like, sorry,
yes.
I don't know you.
Who are you? How do you know my name?
What are
He's
you
skittish
doing
now, so-
here?
We Bible study.
All of life is a Bible study, after all. 'Cause
We've,
otherwise, you can't really function well in life.
Okay,
Sorry.
actual answer. We're looking into something. There's been some people dying. We got asked to look around, and one of the people we wanted to talk to, something got into the hospital and killed him.
Oh, you mean Charles?
Yeah.
I saw that. I saw afterwards.
Yeah.
No one really knows what happened.
Oh, did you? Out of context stuff, he and a few other folks that were in a murder were involved in a burning down of a boarding house. Do you know if anyone else was caught in that fire? Do you know, or do you know Rosie?
Razzie.
That name doesn't ring a bell, but maybe this will help. And she described, or after someone actually came and told me about what happened in Charles's room. It was a young lady, and she describes what she looked like. She didn't give me her name, but it's odd that she was the one to find it. She left a little bit ago and started heading towards the cemetery.
Okay. Gotcha. Thank you, Milan.
But did you see anything strange, like something unusual? No.
Father?
The fact that she was there is unusual, Father.
Well, we're looking for a stringer. It's very hard to find these things. And this woman, I don't care. No, I'm kidding. Of course, never mind. I'm not saying this.
Father, you are a beautiful
please.
man.
It's a normal lady going to the cemetery. Perfectly out of noble.
Johan, can we please give Father Andrews the brain cell? It's his turn.
I'm quite all right. Although,
Share one brain cell, right? That's how it works.
to say the Swedish swear, the snowplow didn't make it all the way to me. As they say.
As they say. As they say that.
Yeah. No, Father Anders is not stupid. It's just really unlucky in thinking.
Yes. I don't have both oars in the water. Anyway, please continue. Let's do a mystery.
All right, let's thank you. So she's heading towards the cemetery, and we got the description.
It is getting late. It is late.
It is very
Yeah.
late. Can we grab the church bells? Or when it's
No, Cole.
Do you know how big a church bell is?
They're handbells.
yeah, I was gonna say handbells.
They are?
Like, yeah, they're handbells.
I thought it was just like
There are both.
There's the
Okay.
bells in the
Our
bell
hand bells.
tower.
Yeah.
okay.
I want that bloodborne summoning item, the one that can use to summon other hunters.
Well, I mean, I have my French horn.
Not a bell.
That's
I'm
not a
sorry.
bell.
That's not
That's a very different
Bell-like.
instrument.
If you hit it, it's got a bell. Anyway,
Okay,
do
so
I have anything useful? Hold on, I have writing implements. Why don't I have a bell?
I don't know, Father Anders. Why don't you have a bell?
No one gave me a bell. Anyway, continue.
okay, so your plan is to what exactly?
head to the cemetery with bells.
And have a
Okay.
conversation.
And have a conversation
Mm-hmm.
With bells.
with bells.
Bells.
Okay. Are you?
Do we get bells? How do we get bells?
There's like 2 handbells in the church. That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
So disperse those as you want. As you and there's a hydrate. You leave and you head towards the church, actually, like the real church. And there attached to it is a cemetery. And it's dark. So make me an observation roll.
Everyone or
One person and they can have
Okay.
+3.
Yeah.
Who is the best observation?
I have one.
I have
Probably.
2.
I have 2.
I have probably 7 or something. Hold on.
I mean,
have
technically, I have
3
5.
I have 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
+3.
8 plus 3?
Yeah, take an 8 plus 3.
I
Unless
swear.
anyone
That's
else wants to
helping
go.
you.
No, you should do it.
No.
I look forward to my 1 success. That's 1 success, folks.
Look, at
Okay.
least you're getting successes, okay?
Yeah.
I'm very average.
To explain to the chat at home, in order to roll a success in this system, you roll a d6, and a success is a 6.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have maybe less than 15 successes in
Yeah.
this game so far.
No,
And
there
the
was a roll
odds-
where
120 dice.
Where I got 4.
I think
you
the
got half
odds.
of
It
them.
didn't matter.
What are the odds of rolling a 6 with 11 dice?
Whoa.
Over 85%.
Yeah. This is like 90%. I got it, but man, okay. Thanks everybody for helping out with that one.
You probably needed it.
Definitely needed it.
Okay.
And I will
so
back away for the rest of the session. Goodbye.
You see what you don't want to get conditions again? You sure?
No.
Okay.
Average.
So you see a young woman kind of kneeling next to a grave.
Seemed innocent enough. I look at the others. What do we want to do? Do I
Does she
approach?
match the description that Milan gave us?
She does indeed.
And
Well,
we're very certain
uh,
these things can't be reasoned with, right? Like, there's no way to like peacefully
I'm
have
going
this
to
spirit
try.
pass on. Like,
Don't think unless they give up on their revenge, but then she'll still get hungry.
yeah.
Is still
She'll still be a Striga.
She will still
Yeah.
be a human, and she will still be a Striga.
Out of curiosity, would she be considered wealthy?
No.
Okay.
I'm not sure that anyone who lived in a boarding house is actually wealthy.
Yeah.
I feel like I at least want to try and get her story out, like figure out what the whole deal is.
And
I
maybe
feel like
maybe
that'll be
she'll
fun.
allow us to burn her body. Maybe if we're good.
I will stand
I feel
away.
like that's a stretch.
This is
but
gonna be a really
she's
emotional
dead.
scene. I can already tell this.
Yeah. From a distance in case anything attack poor father
All the
Anders.
stretches.
That's
Oh.
a stretch.
I will have my rifle ready.
Okay. So
I apologize that my
Who-
lighting keeps blinking.
who is talking to her? What are you asking?
I'm guessing it's me, but I'm probably
Go,
the worst
Father
person
Anders,
because
go!
I was the person who, if this is the same person, pushed her. So if someone would like to be by my side to help me out,
I do have good empathy.
I'm just
And
saying,
no-
that sounds like a job for you and Ingrid. You're our
Yeah.
mom and dad with the
I'm thinking-
pep talks here.
Johan might be good to have close. I don't know if you need
Oh.
to help out with anything, but just hold a rifle, I guess. Just
I'm close
sneakily.
enough that if
Perfectly
I
normal
see her-
conversation. I go up to a person standing alone in a graveyard. I have a man next to me with a gun.
Or maybe just go in Overwatch. Maybe just sort of like stand
Oh.
up, like
so you
like,
are all standing here discussing. She
Wow.
turns around because she hears you. She's like, "Can I help you?"
I look at her in shock. How does she respond?
Like she's just clearly confused.
I would
good.
be too.
Yes, Cole?
We are we're
Strangers to this place.
I'm trying to find the grave of my my aunt. She died about 20 years ago.
Well, this is the section, so
Yes, I'm asking the father and the other folks here if they happen to know. GM, can I ask a question? What's the name of the person who died 20 years ago?
you have a last name when it's Watson.
Watson. Yeah, we're looking for Watson.
Joan
Oh.
Watson.
And she like points to the grave in front of her.
Oh,
That's a
oh.
trick, by the way.
Shit almost popped open on the buttons there.
Ah!
Cole's just
They've
straight
got to
up.
donate a lot more for that. Our donations
just
are not
hulked out.
high enough yet.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm just gonna look at the rest of the group, like kind of sigh and be like, and say, thank you. Yeah. I just wanted to pay my respects. My mother used to tell me about my aunt, and I wanted to come by, pay respects, and maybe see where she grew up. And
What'd she say about her?
oh, what didn't she say about her? Well, she worked especially hard, and she wanted to provide. She had some very, very lofty goals. Can I observe and get a feel of what this person wants me to say?
Lofty
You don't-
goals. That's it.
You don't need
100%.
to make an observation over this. I'd say that she's just eager to hear anything about
Yeah.
this woman, like anything at all.
One quick thing while I look up Swedish pastries that people would have
What?
in this time period.
I don't know.
There we go. Grandma used to.
My brain goes Danish. They had Danishes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My grandma, apparently my mom used to say that she and my grandma used to get these really delicious fika bread together, and how sweet it was. They used to go out to this one tree out in the pasture and would sit under there every now and then. It was supposed to be very nice. Slavadsky.
No, chocolate biscuit.
Chokoladvitsky. Thank you. Because I am
Chocolate biscuits.
chocolate biscuits.
It's very sweet. Anyway.
But yeah, my mom said that they got into an argument a long time back, and she regrets that. But by the time she wanted to apologize, it was too late. How did you know her? And I'm like side eyeing the grave to see the first name.
We will go with Tessa.
Tessa. How'd you know Aunt Tessa?
I never actually got to meet her.
That's a shame. I'm so sorry.
Who is this? What?
How?
Hold on.
All I had was a picture of a convent with her name on the back.
What? With her name on
Con-
the back?
A picture of a convent?
Ah.
With her name on the back.
Yeah.
Oh. Have you been to the convent?
I've been by, but it's not so populated anymore.
Out of character, I have no idea where to take this. So if anyone wants to jump in, please do.
Again, I'm terrified if I show my face, you'll just go like, "Rah!"
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I can make it very weird. Like I can be direct
Please.
here if you want. Like I'm not okay. I'm gonna pipe up and be like, do you know that you're dead?
Not dead.
Wait,
I'm
you're
right
dead?
here.
You're dead. You came back, but you're dead, and you came back because you died.
I mean, sometimes that happens to people. It's called resuscitation.
That's a different
Well,
thing.
that's one word for it, yes.
That's a different thing. You came back under different means,
What do you mean?
but so
And
you
how do
don't
you know
that you're
this?
dead. Oh, you're a Striga. Those boys who tried to rob you, they killed you, and then you came back, and then you killed them.
And
Did you know this?
I mean, they're the ones that attacked me.
You did answer the question.
How very briefly, is the sensation of perhaps dying familiar to you?
They beat me to death.
Oh.
So, yes, I
Oh.
guess so.
But has this happened
And
previously?
then the doctor resuscitated me.
What's the name of the doctor? Sorry, I'm now honed in on this because
I'm just
it's
liking
a
this story.
medical
Like,
miracle that you live. And yes, you might be a Striga, but also I met those little fuckers, and yes, they deserved it.
Isaiah
Right.
Dodds.
The thing about Striga is that they don't usually stop with revenge, even if they want to, perhaps, because you get hungry for people.
Get hungry for you eat animals. I just want to live.
Animals and people are different. Yes.
So I should die because I was born
I
this
have
way?
not said anything of that
No.
nature.
You're implying it.
I'm implying there's a problem, and we should try to find a solution to that problem.
In the eyes of Christ, we are all sinners, but that's fine. That's how we do things. People aren't perfect. Now, I am unsure if you have a soul, but let me ask you this. Do you want to keep killing people? If you have killed before, which again is not something we know for certain. We don't know. Your life is your own. We are merely inquiring as just a priest or a soldier, another soldier who's also very good at medicine, and a cultist and a small child.
That's what I have to do to live.
You have to kill to live.
I need
Well-
to eat.
You have
There-
to eat people.
Yes.
No,
You can't like be a vegetarian and essentially just eat, I don't know, deer or elk or whatever.
No.
This is very difficult moral quandary. Do we want to kill someone who eats people?
I
Do
don't
you
really
say the
enjoy
word kill?
killing people at all.
Do you say the word kill?
Which bit? When did I say it? Did
Do
I
you,
say,
do you
yeah.
say the word kill?
Do we kill? No. Do we punish someone?
Did you use the word kill?
No.
Okay,
I'm sending
okay.
it back. I'm sending it
So-
back.
Okay.
It seems like a bad thing to say, so I'm saying no. I am not saying this.
so Miss Watson, and all respect, I think the issue isn't that you got revenge. That's in some areas perfectly justified.
Well,
It's more there's a
vengeance is mine, said the Lord. It's the hand of God rather than individual people. It's something different. But please
We're-
continue. I don't mean to
we're-
interrupt.
the concern is the harm to other people. Yes, you do deserve. You should be able to eat. You should be able to find sustenance. But if that involves harming other folks in society, you can see where the divide is. Like something,
They have a right to be not eaten.
yeah.
Yes.
I
Does
personally
anyone
like to travel.
truly not ever harm anyone? Aren't you always harming other people in some aspect?
We are capable of tremendous good and tremendous evil in equal measures.
I saw this one
Humans-
push the guy in front of me. And points to Sammy.
Push the guy in front of. Wait.
To be
what?
fair, I tried to get him to leave, to run away, because he said he was being hunted in the last possible moments where you showed up.
You still harmed him.
It's a little
Yes.
different than
I mean,
You're
killing
right.
Sammy-
It's a little
him.
different than having to eat to survive. I'm sorry.
It's a
Sammy,
little
that wasn't
different than
good.
eating people,
The
killing
thing
To
you
people.
did.
survive.
But
But
I'm not very interested in spiritual arguments here. And moral question. You can argue that those people that you killed, perhaps there was some deservedness there.
She like kind of looks at you. It's like you're arguing that murdering for survival is morally wrong. I don't know why you're saying you are arguing morals.
No, I said I'm not interested
Yeah.
in having like philosophical.
But you said murder is wrong by definition is a moral statement.
Yes. Well, I think that it is potentially justified. It's a strange thing because those people you did eat were thieves and murderers and arsonists in a bunch of ways, but we do not need to worry about such things. We're regular people. It is up to God to decide. We don't need to feel the need to fight in this way. Justice will come naturally. So maybe you're not going to stop eating people, are you? This isn't a thing that you can just be like, I'm not doing this anymore. Is that right?
I did say that.
And are the people you're eating evil? In your eyes?
The ones so far, yes.
They are people who did you wrong.
Yes.
You said so far. That makes me nervous, but don't worry, let's
I
proceed.
just haven't done yet. If that's the condition for this ending, sure.
Ingrid, help.
She's going, unless we can make her not a Striga, she's going to kill more people, some of whom are not going to deserve it.
Wait. Would you like to join us?
Join what exactly?
Well, we are a vigilante group of monster hunters who, for some reason, feel like we are entitled to cause the murder of others. Perhaps you being a member of us would be to our benefit.
We're interested in keeping the balance between Vaesen and people. We're not
Yes.
monster hunters.
Exactly. So whenever we find a monster, we want to try and deal with it and try and kill it. But by which means, like, I feel that it's almost foolish of us to say that you cannot kill this thing when, like, that is our position. Johan, I point out to Johan with a rifle.
Oh,
some
yeah.
distance away,
My rifle
would
is
have shot
ready.
you dead. But if you're willing to potentially join our group, you have tremendous skills, which could be very much to our benefit, and you could help us in doing the quote-unquote Lord's work by eating evil people for us. And that way, we can justify you continuing to exist and continuing to eating because you're on our side and you're doing what we do. Now, this is just my opinion. Please, if anyone has any objections to this, and if anyone wants to particularly fight you, then feel free. But I know you're very strong, and it's very hard to fight
you're
you.
the death penalty?
Say it again?
Yes.
What if you're the death penalty? Not
Let's
on
call
your
it
own,
vigilante
as
justice.
as not on your own, as determined by a court. If someone is sentenced to death, you get dinner.
Once
I
again,
was more thinking like help us get rid of revenants.
Look, if we're gonna do moral relativism, let's just go all the way here.
Okay. So are all these suggestions said? And are you expecting?
yes.
Yeah, I'm expecting
My bit
responses
was-
from her. Yeah.
So what do you want from me? I guess I'm confused because 3 different things are being said.
Don't kill people who don't deserve it, essentially.
Don't kill people in like regular society.
Yeah,
Work for
don't-
us.
Don't kill people who like haven't killed you.
Just we would like you to work with it. You're particularly talented in these things. We don't particularly like. There's nothing morally. Well, there is something morally wrong, but like, it would be a joy to not have to hurt you in any way and just have you be a part of our group and work with us to try and make things right in the world. You know.
Do you?
And you could learn something about the world, and you can learn moral relativism and such like this.
Do you?
That's my suggestion.
All want me to join the group, or do you want me to just not kill?
I mean, I voted, so
I will say I met the group through these folks, and I've seen them do a lot of good and do some really fantastical things. Would you, if you had an opportunity to join a group that was meant to keep the balance, would you join that group?
I mean, maybe I could figure out more about what actually I am. So yes.
That's a
we're
good
all trying
point.
to find out things like that. It's quite the same for all of us.
Maybe
Ingrid
you
might
could eat
take-
the Vaesen who are less reasonable. Maybe that's a satisfactory meal.
No, I haven't encountered many Vaesen.
Unfortunately, we kind of do.
Yes. Johan, what's your opinion on this?
Can you speak louder? I'm old and deaf.
Sorry, you're very far away. You're at long range.
Should we meet in the middle?
Yes. Hold on. I'll beat you. I'll be back in a moment. Brother-in-law mine. Should we kill this thing? Should we let it run free and I promise it doesn't hurt us? Or
I'm
should
not
it join our
okay.
group? Should we hurt her into the group? This wonderful, wonderful person.
Well, she has murder, but she only murdered people that did previously hurt her.
Yes. people who are ostensibly criminals and murderers themselves.
Okay. Is she gonna hurt again?
Yes, for us. Potentially. Or on her own, depending on how we vote.
It does feel
Okay.
wrong to kill her simply because she needs to eat.
Well, in this case, she can live if she step out of line. I kill.
Okay, out of character, I have to say this. We are making the Hellboy things become a thing now. This is literally the plot to Hellboy.
This is not intentional, but any chance to make a Hellboy is always
Yeah.
great fun.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I feel like that's reasonable. If you would like to bring it up to Ms. Watson, and then please feel free.
Yeah.
Or Mrs. I'm not really sure of her marital status.
Look.
Razzie.
So the point is only killed bad people. Okay.
Like what you do.
Yeah. Okay. And if they kill a good person that did not deserve it, I
Mhm.
kill them. Or they can kill me, depending on which will happen first.
There'll be a horrible mess of battle, which
Oh,
no one
absolutely.
really wants, and we're trying to avoid the
Eh.
best we can.
I mean, I'm old, I would rather die that way than old age. Just seems like sucking.
Mm-hmm. I would rather you not die in that particular situation, but we will see how it goes. Well, we have 2 more people to get the vote of in this particular situation. This could break bad very terribly. What do you say?
I mean, Ingrid and Margaret, y'all might know a bit more about the Harbingers than I do, but do you think they can help out and like help figure out what she is, and we can find an amicable solution to everything?
I was going to say if she would be open to it. The Harbingers would have the most knowledge about Striga, their patterns,
Mhm.
maybe ways to like any curb any potential hunger, any telltale signs if she might turn and try to be violent to eat. I
Mhm.
think if she would be open and willing to visiting the Harbingers and seeing what they can recommend, if she doesn't want to actively seek people out, I think that's a fair sign that, if she's willing to cooperate and like keep living and just stay peaceful, I have no problems with like guiding her to the Harbingers. I don't see a reason to fight.
I would like to not fight, preferably.
And mark it? Or, please, God.
I think
I want to kill.
violence. No, I think perhaps if she wishes to try to find a third option of not killing more people willy-nilly, then I think we can work with that. Or at least try to.
That's not a guarantee, though. Even if I go to the Harbingers and they say that's not possible, that's not possible. I can't control that.
No, but
What would that be sufficient? Going to the Harbingers and having that discussion, even if that discussion doesn't get the result you want?
I think it's worth
Yes,
a discussion
it's
worth
worth a
having.
shot.
try, and and like I said, perhaps there are other options to keep you from just murdering innocent people willy-nilly, because they deserve to be not murdered, just like
And
they
Yes.
deserve to be not
If anyone
murdered.
has those resources, it's going to be the Harbingers.
Yes.
Yes. And if you need any spiritual guidance, I am, of course, on hand.
Maybe there's a cure. I don't know.
Mhm.
Maybe we can find one.
Additionally, apparently being a Striga is has a genetic component. You might learn more about your mother this way as well as an incentive.
She kind of like smiles at that a little bit, and she perks up. She's like, "Okay, I'll go talk to the harbingers with you all."
Yes, you might also find out something about your father, which would be interesting.
I think she wants to know more about her mom.
I think the mom's more important here,
I
father.
have no idea who the father is, so
Are you
Oh, if the
good?
father's alive.
For all we know, it's Father Enders.
We don't know if it's
no denial, no denial.
it's not worth a response. Now, just quickly, Johan, you might be targeted by this trigger because you did say that you're going to kill her if she ever stepped out of line. So just be
Oh.
careful on just other thing. Just
I'm
leave
fully
you at
aware
that.
of this.
Yes, just that could potentially be a threat of murder. So
All right then. So you all escort her back to Godfrey's house,
mhm.
who was asleep but quickly awakes based on your knocks.
Yeah.
And he says that he'll take care of her and he'll get her to the people she needs to get to.
Problem solved.
Problem solved. Wrapped
Problem
up,
passed
tied with
along
a
to
bow.
someone
Yeah.
else.
We're gonna do that with all our mysteries from now on in. A dragon?
It's somebody else's
and-
problem now.
Godfrey, we have another one.
Congratulations, everyone. We are all middle managers.
Yeah.
Ouch!
Talent acquisition.
And with that, we can go ahead and end the mystery. Thank you
Okay.
so much, everyone, for joining. You don't sound very
Thank you.
satisfied with that,
What?
Father Enders.
I am actually.
What the
I was like,
actual fuck?
I mean, I feel like we're kicking a rock up the road, but again, it was
It's
my
fine.
idea.
It is a
If-
solution.
we were asked to find a Striga, and we found the Striga.
Okay,
If-
so like the Striga, so it isn't a character like in the book. I
Yeah.
based it off the werewolf stats, which is one of the
Mhm.
strongest ones because it's kind of similar to a werewolf. So
Yeah.
like y'all probably would have been SOL.
Yeah.
We would have been so doomed.
Look,
I
But
was.
it's also
most-
it got to move twice per turn.
Cool.
nope.
Why didn't
Ted,
you
it
ask
had-
me?
It had
Ted.
9 dice in its attack pool.
So what you're telling me is I made the right decision to run.
Why was
Didn't
I
make the right
fighting it?
decision.
Ugh.
You were gonna bring out a goddamn French horn.
yeah.
I still have it. It can still help.
Look, as middle manager, the best thing we did is probably set up like a part to this.
You all did
Yeah.
help with the actual game. I have use for where Rossi can be, so she
Hell
will
yeah.
return. So
It's a new player character. It's
Not
my
a
new
player
player
character.
character. Anders is dead. I'm now that character. I have 9 dice in all stats.
Remember at the
Yeah.
start of this, you were so worried that you were gonna die.
I
and
came
then you
close.
brought it upon yourself, though.
Yeah.
That's just it. No one had to pay for it. You brought it
It was a
upon yourself.
werewolf.
You did it to
I
yourself.
was simultaneously the most competent and also the quickest to die.
All right. Why don't we
Somehow.
go ahead and have everyone say who they are, where they can be found?
Mhm.
We'll start with Stephanie.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Allen. I am one half of Charm Person Games. We are a queer woman-owned professional game master for hire service, and I'm having a sale. So right now, because capitalism is unrelenting, you can book with me for 40% off. 40% off. So you go to charmpersongames.com, and anything you want, any of the fees that are there for any of our bookings, take 40% off of them, and that's what I'll charge you. And you can also find me on Twitter at charmpersongame singular because of character limits. But yeah, book with me there. And then you can also catch me here on Huntsman's Hydra for season 2 of Denari's Half Dozen, where I am Cole and I swap, and I'm the competent one.
I do fuck all.
You didn't get to roll. You didn't get to do the successful roll after the thing. That's so sad. Can we introduce a medical emergency or something like this? No.
I got one success. Remember, I like slapped you and said
Yeah.
I'm a good doctor.
Amazing.
Okay. Minor.
Yes. Hello, I'm Mina. You can follow me on Twitter at Mina_. Yep, that's right. Mina_Lenahan, and my various links at linkter.ee/Mina_Lenahan. I'm also a game designer. I made recently a game called Apocalypse Road Trip, which was the top 8 game on itch for some reason. It's very fun. It's like an
'Cause
open
it's
world
good.
game. Thank you. Thanks, God.
Voice of God
Um,
confirms.
And
Listen to your
yeah.
God.
Also, my ongoing thing is of course Inside the Table, and I'll say what I say there at the end of a lot of episodes is that if you just email me, if you email me, I'll give you a free copy of the Apocalypse Road Trip, and if you stay on this channel and stuff like that, there's going to be like giveaways, and I'm going to give away like all my games for that, and yeah, that is me.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to type the link to any of your sources or any of your stuff, I'll put them in the chat. So you can post them.
well,
You don't have
also-
to, but the option's
also-
there.
I don't know what
Right.
to type.
Also, Minor has mod privileges.
Oh, so you can do it yourself.
Yes.
Uh,
How do I?
Oh,
I haven't done this yet.
I put
just
your link in
type-
there already. Stephanie,
have-
I put Charmed Person in there. I just didn't.
Okay.
His was a lot more complicated than Charmed Person games.
Just-
So.
Here, Mina, I'm gonna beat you to it. Here's
Yes,
your link tree.
please. Thank
Oh,
you.
wait, no, that's the Twitch version of it, Twitter version of it.
No, that works.
Okay.
It goes to the same
That
place.
works.
It's fine.
All my links are there. Check out my itch.io page for cool games. That's a lot of fun.
All
neat.
right then.
That's
Frank
me.
Please play
slash
Apocalypse Road
Rafiki.
Trip.
Hi, I'm Frank, sometimes better known as Freaky. I am a TTRPG player and often GM over the Creator Research channel. We're going to be back not next week, but the week after. Yeah, the week after with some stuff for a few more weeks. I missed the jamming, so that's going to be super fun. And yeah, give money here so I can give some of my dice away.
Mm.
And we thank you so much for that. Then
Also,
it-
like, if we have money here, I can get Rafiki on things, which is
Yeah.
also important.
yes.
Give Rafiki a chance to shoot. I'm like, I wanted you. You're like a combat character. You didn't get a chance. It's sad.
Hey, oh,
I was this close to like just like
I
shooting.
know.
I was waiting
wanted
for it, honestly. All right, great. We're so glad.
So we're
You
gonna have
don't
a
feel like
talk
murdering
here and
anymore, and
poof.
she agrees to do it, and then just yeah,
Yeah.
terrible. Y'all all would have had to make a fear check because one of your
Yeah.
is just now shooting people.
Yeah.
Oh, I did.
Haley.
I rolled dice to see if there was a 50-50 chance of this. So,
Oh,
good. That's the way
Could
to
have
do
ended
it.
so poorly.
Haley.
Hi, I am Haley, probably better known to most as Bunny. I am just kind of a local nerd. I'm very grateful that Brennan and Mariah let me be a part of this. I'm very excited. I will also be in Brandon's One-Shot come on Sunday. I am just kind of around. You can find me on Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram at xkillerbunnyx, or here on Twitch at xkillerbunnyx13. I stream kind of on occasion, kind of rarely, but for the most part, it's very casual. I welcome anyone who wants to just come and say hi and watch me be bad at video games. And I would just love to have you. I'm just around, so come say hi.
And then finally, Cole.
Hey there, y'all. I am Cole, aka Ice Cold Brew, and you can follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, co-host, and Tumblr at Ice Cold Brew. I am also the other half of Inside the Table. I'm a co-host with the wonderful Manar. And this actual past week, we just released another episode where we talk about 17 different tabletop RPGs
My
based
God.
on the OGL conversation from the past month and a half.
Yeah. What a
It was a
nightmare of
lot.
social media posts. We had 17 different things, and yeah, it's just like
It wa-
games check out if you're getting rid of D&D or whatever.
Mhm. Outside of that, you can also check me out on this channel as well. Go check out Fire in the Dark and Denari's Half Dozen. I'm in both of those shows. And get ready for season 2 of both of them as well. And if you like esports stuff, like check out Minor League Esports or MLE Sports GG, because I'm going to be setting up for another podcast show there and doing commentary for some of their games every now and then. And you'll hear about that on my Twitter.
Right then. So now you can go check out all these awesome people. I'm Mischievous Red or Mariah. I'm one of the co-founders of Huntsman's Hydra. So you'll predominantly find me here. But we are not done with this weekend. We do have a few other things going on, as Jamie so kindly put in the chat that we have at 10 a.m. tomorrow our MTG plane chase, which I will not be participating in, but a lot of people are participating in, and it's going to be a wild magic ride. We still do have our incentives and our giveaways coming. So, for example, if you want Rafiki's dice, continue on with the process. Join us and we'll hit them and you can enter for those giveaways. But with that, I think we are fine for the night. We will see you all tomorrow at 10 a.m. Have a good one.
We are rating, so stick around.
Oh, who are we rating? Who are we rating?
We're rating Celine, who's
Hell yeah.
who's playing Papers, Please.
Oh, that's such a
Game.
good game.
Hold
Very
on.
good
Yes.
game.
So, okay. so
Glory
we're
to
gonna be
our
around for that.
Stopska.
Yes. So for last call, as we put it here, we're gonna go see Celine for some Paper, Please. Thank you all so much. Good night.
Night, everyone.
Bye.
Night.